Bluff City Media presents the No Bluffing Podcast. Stepping up to the microphone are your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes. Now, let's get to the show.
Grizz Nation, what's going on? I am Chris Ingram.
And I'm Evan Hayes.
And I'm over here zoned out on y'all. There we go. But this
all
is
over the place
podcast where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies, man. Glad to be back. We in this thing like a chicken wing with a G-string on, man. We back. I'm excited.
Freaky Chris is back. It's always every time we at night, Chris want to be crazy. So I'm gonna match the energy today, y'all, because y'all was telling me that I gotta match Chris sometime. So we got some fire for y'all. So it's gonna be a good one.
Yes,
Lock in.
Sir. Hey, yeah. Them nighttime recordings always go the hardest. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
For sure. But man, hey, glad to be back, man. The season is officially here. Grizz Media Day 2024, man. It's been so long, bro. It's been so
too long.
Where we really got to see these guys together, be excited about some basketball. We didn't have already some conspiracies, some fans get their feelings about the conspiracies. Arguing to start it back up on Grizz Twitter, man. I love it. We back, baby. We back.
Feel no place like home. No place like home.
Yeah. You know how you get back with your family members that you don't get along with, but shit, it just feel good to rub elbow with them ugly folks. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So, yeah, man, we about to be having the form jumping a lot to be excited for sure. And we got a lot that we're gonna get into today. As always, this is a live show. We are live, so make sure I'm gonna throw the link in the comments. Make sure y'all come over on YouTube to get the link. I can't put it on Twitter if you're watching us on Twitter right now, Facebook, wherever you're watching us there right now. We appreciate you tapping in with us for sure. But we're gonna throw a live link in. If you want to come in and ask a question live, you can do so. You don't have to show your face. I know a lot of times people be iffy about that. You can literally just cut your mic off and ask the question, or you can put it in the comments, man. Either way, we just want to interact with y'all because we excited about, Grizz basketball.
Hell yeah.
But before we get started, Evan, man, tell me how your week was. Tell me something good. Give me some good news, brother.
It was a week, man. It was a week. The best thing about this week is tomorrow is October, and October means I can go home in about like 7-8 days. I'm just looking forward to going home, seeing my fam. It's the halfway point of the semester in a few weeks when I get to fall break. That means I am halfway there to being officially a graduate of Milligan University and get my first bachelor's in mass communication. So yeah, that's all I'm looking forward to, man. Just staying on the grind, have some things going on with my family, but everybody good, There's actually a big hurricane going on with a part of the country I'm in right now, but I'm glad all my people are safe. So you can't complain about safety and prosperity. So that's all my life been going on right now. How about you, bro? What's been going on in the life of Chris Ingram?
Man, the normal stuff, bro. My life ain't too crazy right now. Every day is a different adventure. Being the dad is always always something different, always something to learn with that. My normal stuff and with work. And honestly, like I said, I'm just glad that the Grizzlies is back because that's that thing for me is always that getaway. Not to say like I got so much to be running from, but it's just when you got a long day, it's always good to just turn them guys on, especially when we win it. Now, last year that was different. And Lord willing, we'll never see that again.
Ever.
But man, my week was great. Like you said, blessed and highly favored, and just glad to have another day to get it right again, man. That's really it. I'm still on this weight loss journey. So working with that.
Brick by brick,
got hitting these milestones with it. So yeah, man, I'm excited all the way around for everything that's just kind of going on. Which, if you are an avid listener of the show, then just maybe a month and a half ago, it was a lot going on. So I'm definitely glad to be, not maybe on the whole other side, but we working our way to that other side for sure. So happy to just be in that kind of space, man.
I feel you.
jump into it, bro. We got King Meeks. Yes, sir, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate this feedback. We appreciate you tapping in on YouTube. I cannot see the comments. I don't think on Twitter yet, but we're gonna try to get that fixed. So
we're gonna try to figure out. That's the point of live television or live podcasting. So y'all get us in our rawness and our realness. So y'all bear with us on this show today.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I'm trying to post over my social right now, so folks tapping in. So I'm not paying attention to Chris, y'all. Me and Chris cool. It's just I gotta
damn thing. I'm just playing. Yeah, man. Got to shoot that out. My boy Zay. Okay, there with the Twitter.
Shout out Zay, man. A part of Solid Media Group. That's one of my brothers right there. He was at Media Day today. So Zay, if you want to tap in and show us, since you were there, if you want to tap in and give your take, feel free to hit that link, and we're glad to have you on. Very knowledgeable guy. So shout out my boy Zay for Dodson, right? And follow him on all his socials. He makes great Grids, and Tigers content. So follow my boy right there, y'all. Shout him out.
For sure. Man, I am trying to post this link right now into the comments. So y'all can get that. Like I said, to join the show. Let me add that in there right now. But we're gonna just go ahead and get the talking, man. Before we do, we're gonna kind of break this down, person by person, and anything that y'all throw out to us, we'll talk as we go as well. Any moment just off the top of your head that stood out the most to you before we get to going?
Honestly, it was just seeing the starting five together. Honestly, that was just a very eye-opening, just woo-side type feeling for me, because we didn't get to see that five last year. Of course, Edey wasn't here. But just seeing everybody in good spirits, because a lot of y'all was talking like Marcus Smart wasn't going to show up to Media Day. And I was like, what's up with y'all? And Marcus Smart was there smiling and laughing and all that. So for all the people on Twitter that was saying Marcus Smart got beat with the team, forget all y'all. But anyway, so yeah, I just love seeing the starting five together. Everybody seemed to be really good spirits, man, which we will get into later. But just that picture, just everybody get a laughing and have the camaraderie together. It was a very welcome sight to see. So that was my first check off my box. What about you, though? What was your favorite thing or your thing that jumped off the page for you when you was looking through everything today?
I tell you what my favorite.
What?
Seeing 45
in a scooter.
Rolling around a scooter, man. That just God, that's so sad, because I just know I know what my expectations were. I ain't gonna say everybody had the same expectations, but was just looking forward to him having a full camp. Was kind of cool to see that he said at least he heard it while he was with Diz. On the other episode, we were talking about how everybody was in Dallas around the same time. Yeah. But just wasn't sure who was working with who. But yeah, man, just that hurt my heart. But I'm agree with you. I'm gonna definitely echo your sentiments with seeing that starting five together, bro. I just did something to me, man. Just did something to me. We just so back. And for all of them, at least all intents and purposes, right now, I'm gonna knock on some wood. Hopefully, collectively, we can knock on wood together. They all healthy going into the start of camp. Edey, said he's in the best shape of his life. Ja is, you can look at him and tell he's in the best shape of his. Dez and Tripp talked about conditioning. And Marcus Smart, I know he just had a baby, literally, I think 8-9 days ago. As a two-time father myself, I already know what's going on with that.
You get it.
So just hoping that we don't run into anything, coming out of camp, man. But that was it. And to see, just go on NBA socials. Don't look at Grizzly content, because it's gonna be biased. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. Yeah. Go to the NBA, go to the Bleacher Reports, go to the ESPNs and read the comments.
Those running our stuff up.
Bro, people seeing the vision, dog. People are seeing what's about to happen, and they haven't seen Zach Edey maybe even in the way that we have, or focused on Zach Edey meshing with them guys the way we have, and we ain't even seen it as much as we probably could. So yeah, bro, I'm all in, brother. I'm all in.
Facts.
I'm all in. King Meek said he loves how Ja talked. He seemed to have a mature and grown, more spiritually and more in that grown man for sure. It was a weird mix of, like you said, happy Ja, mature Ja, but petty Ja, in the sense that he still got what makes him him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He ain't lost that. And I think when you mix all of that together, it's gonna definitely be it's an MVP season low for sure. So Case and Baker said the same thing. Happy 12. You can't ask for nothing better than that. Seeing him in his
Happy
mind
12
space
is a scary 12, as he said. And I feel like we can all agree with that sentiment. Because I'm glad this didn't happen, because I was afraid we were gonna see a Ja like toned down, like low energy, didn't want to do too much. But nah, Ja was being him. And I feel like we saw with him through the whole summer. Like he just had to do Nike ad. That now it's a big mural. I can never say that word, right? Mural in downtown Memphis. Memphis now. So that was another one of my biggest takeaways. Just seeing him in good spirit. He just seems to be. He's been itching to get on the court for the past like 4, 5, 6 months. You know, we only got a taste of him last year, and now we're gonna get the full Ja Morant experience again, which I feel like he's ready to give that to us, and as we are ready to receive the basketball greatness that is him and the Memphis Grizzlies. So I was happy to see him still jabbing and joking, kind of making fun of himself a little bit too, you know, with the grills in his mouth. Like he's not taking himself too seriously, you know, because he's acknowledging what he's been through, but he's also still trying to true to himself, which I feel like is a good quality to have as a basketball player of his stature and just a person in general. So everything that came out of Ja's mouth, I was loving it straight up.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and kick it off, bro. Like like I said, we're gonna break this down piece by piece of what you heard. I know I've been trying to cram in as much as I can content from every space, whether it came from the Grizzlies, Grind City Media, everything. I've been trying to cram it in all day. Dangerous for NBA of jobs like this, man. They don't know what's gonna come.
Facts.
And he definitely got them receipts. I got them too. I got receipts. I got bits out there. I got everything. I'm ready, dog. I got, homeboys like, bro, y'all, them Grizzlies ain't gonna do shit next. Okay, all right, okay. All right. Y'all.
Bet.
You a Lakers fan, but I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You a Nuggets fan. I got you a Wolves fan. Well, I can't wait to play y'all. Ooh, I cannot wait to play the Timberwolves or the Rockets.
Oh my God.
Those two games, I am salivating at the mouth ready for those two games. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a massacre.
Just win a chip, no receipts needed. Oh, no, the receipts is there.
Nah. Alan, I respect you, my guy. But we talking cash about everything and everybody said everything wrong about us once we win this chip. Who's that article that he put out like a hit piece on Ja last year, but he kind of documented all his bad behavior. What was that guy's name? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Is it Tim McMahon? He led it.
Yeah, it was Tim McMahon.
It was Tim McMahon and some other guy. They kind of like tag team.
He never won on my hit list, in my opinion, because that was uncalled for. He's not one on my personal hit list. He needs to be expedited from the NBA.
Don't bring your happy ass back around the city trying to snoop, bro. You're not welcome here. The dude said on Bad Boys too. The devil is not welcome here. That you ain't welcome. Bad is not. I say both.
I feel you. I understand your sentiment, but both of them. Both of them.
Like we not even been talking about basketball lately. That's my thing. Like when the conversation just shifts from pure basketball from that type of sense and it gets to something else, I'm like, man, all right, cool. Just keep the same energy. That's all I gotta say. Keep the same energy, because when we do win that chip, the CVS receipt is coming out. It's gonna be that long. Gun long. Candy, what it do? Joining us on Twitter.
What's up, Kay? What's up, Kay?
Tapping in with us for sure. I know you excited for the season to be back. Man, let's all jump into what Mr. Zach Kleiman had to say.
ZK.
What were some of the things that stood out, for you that he stated, in his presser? Did you believe it? Because I'm on record as saying a lot of times, bro, just be up there capping. He should probably be a politician. But yeah, man, what was your thoughts on Zach Kleiman, some of the comments he had to say? And I'm gonna try to get some of this stuff so we can kind of revisit some clips as we go. But
I didn't get much of Kleiman, but the little stuff, because I was really just honestly, when it comes to like coaches and like GM, I don't be trying to hear nothing they gotta say, because they gonna say the politically correct, the right answer. Like, I don't know. It just Kleiman's gonna say the right thing. He's always gonna say the right thing that sounds good. So there wasn't really nothing that he said kind of just like stuck out to me like that. I read my boy Zay. He said something, but he was trying to consolidate the roster without going over like the second bar or second something. He said second something. Yeah, second April. Yeah. I was like, what does that even mean? I was like, I didn't even catch what that means. I don't know if that's a financial thing or I don't know if that's just a Grizz media jargon type thing. So I was like, hey, but nothing Kline said really worked out. I mean, he put the piece together. They drafted Edey, and he's talking extensively about Edey, about why they drafted him. We have the key. We have the key pieces they need. I don't believe he said anything. I don't believe he said anything major about the 2 roster spots. He did say the one thing was interesting. He did say the Derrick Rose thing kind of caught him off guard, which I thought was kind of interesting. I feel like knowing, well, I don't know D Rose, but thinking I know D Rose, I feel like he would have told kind of Zach Kline probably ahead of time before he did it. But hey, you know, Derrick was a grown man. He didn't have to tell Zach Kline anything until he had to. So that was a little surprising, but there was nothing that Kline said really surprised me. It's just I want to see if he makes another move, and I don't think we need to, but that's just my opinion. What about you? Did anything that ZK said stayed out to you?
You know, he talked about, you know, championship a little bit. He talked about, like you said, the apron. Just to explain that, you know, because a lot of people don't understand the aprons, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not an apronologist by no means. I try to tap in and research this stuff as much as I can. But as far as the second apron, right? So this new CBA, there are financial stipulations to everything, and those stipulations can really mess with your ability to compete. So, like for instance, once you hit that second apron, like it's certain trades that you can't make. Like you can't bring back a certain amount of salary, or you can't aggregate. You can't send out 2 players in your deal. You got to bring back, you know, match for match, money for money. It's stuff with your 2-way, it's stuff with draft picks. It's just a lot of stuff that can hinder your team if you're constantly in that second apron. And as a, you know, a small market team from a business standpoint in that regard, I get it. I understand that. I'm just not going to rock with that thinking when you got a team that's as talented as what we do. You know what I'm saying? We literally, on paper, I mean, we closest we've ever been to an NBA title, you know, period, point blank. We've been saying it on this podcast for months that this is the best roster that we've ever had on paper. And, you know, Ja came out and said it. It was a bunch of players that came out and said it today, actually. I can't remember exactly who, but I know he was one of the main ones. And so with that being said, I don't want us to penny pinch in that regard just because of that being a reason. But I am going to give Zach Kline some grace in the fact that, you know, you do get to the trade deadline. I know we're going to talk about Luke a little bit here in a little bit. His deal will be tradable by the deadline. So if something comes out, you got the pieces to make a move. It's just me personally. I'm of the thinking that I think if you have a move in mind, or if you're gonna make some type of championship move, you make it in the summer or before the season. For the simple fact, you got as much time as possible for them guys to gel. Like we talked, Marcus Smart, I know I'm maybe jumping the gun, but he talked about today, you know, in regards to him coming in last year, it was kind of hard for him to, you know, find his way. Like he was doing what he could, but like he had so much going on in the summer, and you know, he said the guys had their own thing. He just trying to make sure that he ain't interrupting. And so, you know what I'm saying? From that standpoint, he's even talking about having a full just training camp to be around the guys is important. I say the same thing for any move that you're gonna make at the deadline if you could have made it right now. So we'll see. You know, Zach Kline, he does have a history of revisiting trade partners. So he has traded with the Suns. That's a team I'm gonna always keep my eye out on. I don't know for who, but I'm gonna keep my eye out on them. Houston, he makes deals with them all the time. He's made a recent deal with the Knicks. Who else? What's some recent deals he done did? He made a Celtics move.
Yeah.
So I'm just keeping my eye out on teams like that because he tends to go back to them in some form or fashion.
He made a deal with the Rockets. Yeah.
Yeah. Made a Clippers deal to get Luke Kennard. So, yeah, it's just something to keep your eye on, man. I think everybody echoing that we are in championship win mode right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. For sure.
We locked in.
Yeah, that's for sure. We got King Meek says Robert Harris still our owner and he remaking Twilight because we like the main actor here in the city.
To my knowledge, he's still owner in my knowledge.
Yeah. He's the owner for sure. He loves basketball, but like I think he just loves his life a little bit more. And he got the crazy house that he just built down in Florida. I think he had his neighbors pissed off because he had this big like jumbotron, like a Super Bowl style jumbotron in his backyard. And I hear a lot about him just playing basketball with some of the top guys. I think that's kind of how, if I'm not mistaken, how the Noah LaRoche thing actually happened. Him being a part of the coaching staff, they were doing some hooping over in the summer, and he just kind of advised he wanted him on the staff. But yeah, he's still here, man. I ain't gonna knock him. He ain't Steve Ballmer. He ain't Mark Cuban. He ain't gonna be.
He not on sideline, like. But the owner don't have to do that. All he gotta do is make sure the budget is correct, cut the checks, everybody getting paid the right way, and giving things to the fattest one if need to be. That's all I really need to do. So he don't need the fact that no meeting repressed the Lux tax combo is crazy. I was wondering that too.
Some people that would have,
yeah, that would have.
They wasn't there.
But one person in particular was not there. Our very own Anthony Sane was not there that day. He had some things to handle. Shout out our boy Sane. He'll probably tap in probably later. But yeah, I'm surprised media people did. But I feel like everybody was so happy that everybody was all together again. Yeah, they didn't really want to ruffle any feathers on anything, or ask any. I feel like the hardest question they asked was Luke Kennard on his contract situation, but Luke gave a good answer saying that no matter what, he wants to stay in Memphis. Matter if it's 1 year or not. That's probably the hardest question I heard. Maybe I missed something, but I didn't really hear any like tough questions addressed to anybody on the team. I just feel like because last year was so crappy, we're just glad to have everybody together and mostly healthy. I know we got the Vince injury and the Gigi injury, who's going to be more detrimental to Vince because Gigi going to be out of here for the next 3 months. But yeah, I agree with you. I'm surprised no one asked it, but I just don't feel like that's a big topic of discussion, honestly. To real with
Keith Parrish, where you was at? I know Keith Parrish would have asked if he was there.
Hell yeah.
Keith Parrish would have definitely said he don't play.
Hell no.
I mean, I get it, Alan. It's just one of them things to where like I don't know, bro. Like I said this summer, like the best thing for us to make a win now move would have been to make a trade. So, anybody they could have signed this summer, I don't think that would have. I mean, it would have all been role players. It wasn't no win now piece. I feel like they could have added through free agency. And it takes two to tango with these trades. That's what a lot of people got to understand. Like, I understand. Again, we're gonna get to Marcus Smart at some point, but a lot of people throw out these trades, and the most times because of his contract, and they talk about his, just his size. I don't even say his fit. I think his fit is fine. But he's one of the names. Luke Kennard is one of the names. Santi is one of the names. But if you don't want to let those pieces go unless it's just the right deal, ain't nobody's, stomping at our front door for John Conchar and Jake LaRavia. Not right now. I'm sorry. Like, they don't make enough money, and the value ain't there.
And you also have to realize when you're a top team, where we're projected to be a top team in the West, most teams aren't going to make moves with us that's going to make us better because as a result, it's going to make them worse. Like if we was like a middle of the road team or all that, yeah, some teams may mess with us because maybe a symbiotic relationship on that. Mm-hmm. But the league is waking up that we on paper have one of, if not the best team in the Western Conference. So they're not going to be so eager to help us out on things unless we have something that they necessarily need. But we have value in a Luke Kennard. We have value in a Marcus Smart. So unless something comes along where both teams probably agree or benefit 50-50, we're not going to see any swing moves, man. Just real talk. Unless Zach Klein just want to blow the team up and do something like astronomical that's probably not going to happen, then yeah. But I feel like people need to definitely dampen their expectations a little bit about what we can really do, at least to the trade deadline, because I don't see nothing big like that happen because I feel like we've constructed dang near the best team we kind of could have with the cards we were dealt.
Got a question for you. I know EJ Spaces Grizzlies on Twitter, he put out that he would be really interested in a Brandon Ingram trade. If it only took you, I'm gonna say Brandon Clark and maybe Marcus Smart, would you run that trade?
Nope.
Why not?
Doing it. I'm not doing it because number one, BI is a defensive liability. Number one, he's not a terrible defender, but he's not a great defender either. Okay. He is majority. Oh my gosh, I can't say that word. Majority ball dominant. So I don't want to mess up the flow because I still prefer to have John Morant, Desmond Bane with the ball in their hands over Brandon Ingram. Two, I am just a fan of the crazy people we have with Cam Spencer, even though he hurt right now. Hopefully he gets better soon.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart, Vince Williams. I just love the craziness. Even Brandon Clark look weird and crazy himself. I just feel like we have a great balance of like horses, and then we got some dogs. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna make that analogy clear. John Morant, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jr. are our horses. With Marcus Smart, Vince Williams, Gigi Jackson, Brandon Clark, those are our dogs that can really get in the trenches and make a difference on your team. That's not going to come from our top three guys. And I just feel like Brandon Ingram will mess up that flow because I don't see him as a dog type player. If he's going to be in there, they're going to try to position him as a horse. I don't feel like that's the proper role for Brandon Ingram. On a team like New Orleans, yes, that's why he's there. But I personally wouldn't give up two of our dogs, two of our not dirty players. I'm trying to say the right. I'm not calling them dirty players, but like
they do the dirty work is what you're saying.
Do the dirty work. Yeah, do the dirty work. You know, like a Marcus Smart, like a Brandon Clark to do that. So no, I wouldn't make that trade.
I would if it was presented. But I believe, and if y'all see me wipe my nose, y'all see this on my hand. My daughter definitely made me tattoo Tiny Diamond from Trolls on my hand. So that's what y'all see. You're not going crazy. That's my favorite character. She brought it home from school. So it is
it happens.
But I would make that deal for the simple fact that B.I. at this point in his career, I think situations matter, bro. Like a lot of times we get so caught up in name, prior history, things like that. And obviously you got to factor that in. But I think that with him being at this point in his career, he knows that he's not a 1A. Like you're not gonna win a championship as a 1A, and you're probably not gonna get no max contract any longer as a 1A. You had the opportunity to do that in New Orleans. So I say, like, you know, with that being said, him coming to a team like this where really all he would have to do, bro, get us a couple mid-range shots and hold us over. If I'm keeping in the beam, bro, just hold us over to Gigi ready. And I'm on record saying, you know, end of year 3, I think is when it's ready to, you know, I'm projecting, hopefully. That's what it looks like. But by the end of his 3rd year, I'm thinking that he's ready to start with us, you know, being in championship contention. I started the hashtag start GG at the 3, but I know if we're gonna win a title this year, as of at least right now, is that the best use of our assets? Maybe not. Like he may not be ready to start in a championship series. So that's my thing. Like if you got somebody that can just kind of hold us over till he's ready in that regard. And then you got, you know, they talked about his contract situation. Hey, you got a piece that you can trade to bring in more pieces at the end of the day. So I could see it. I ain't stomping my feet on the ground for it. Like, oh, we got to make it. That's the move. I just wanted to kind of see where your head was at because, you know, obviously, again, it's season time, man. We're going to argue about everything until they throw the ball up. So
and also, I'm still not a fan of trading. I may call me old fashioned. I'm not a fan of trading within your division. I'm just not a fan of that personally because you play these people 4 times a year. You're gonna be competing for a conference championship, not a division championship, which could matter in playoff seeding and tiebreakers and things like that. I'm not a fan within that. So,
but if you win the trade, though, why not?
Yeah, if you
win the trade,
if you win the trade, yeah, but you don't know that until the trade actually happens. You know, you don't know if you win the trade or not until the ball goes up and you see them actually play on the court. That's the whole point for opposing trade.
Ass, bro. We're gonna kick their ass.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. I just know when healthy, when healthy, they have given us problems. I'm not saying they're better than us because they're not, but they aren't an easy out. You know, they aren't an easy out. So if any team, that's the one team in our division besides Dallas, obviously they just went to the finals. That's a team I wouldn't personally want to trade with, because I feel like we're in a better. That trade doesn't move us so ahead of everyone else that we have to make it. I feel like that doesn't move the needle. I don't think it moves with our team presence and strength. I don't think that moves the needle drastically. Does it make us a little bit better? I can see your argument on that. I truly can. But is that just swing our championship chances from a 9 to a 10? No, I feel like it goes like maybe from a 8 to an 8.5. I'm just throwing. I don't actually mean that. I'm just using that analogy right now. I don't actually mean we have an 8% chance or 8 out of 10. I don't actually mean that. I'm just putting numbers out there. And I also agree with K a little bit. I don't feel like he's regressed tremendously. I just feel like he's battled injuries and he's been in and out of the lineup, but his efficiency and his his glitter on him. Like his people see him a lot worse in life than he actually is, because he was a high draft pick, came from the Lakers, got traded, thought he was gonna be that number 2 besides Zion, and he hasn't really been that. You know, he has been that dynamic duo. I'm talking about like those who like
Zion been hurt. He ain't held up his end of the bargain.
I'm just saying, like those who being like, I feel like they put the Pelicans, especially when they had Lonzo on the team, even though he's gone. I feel like they had them as like the next up in the league, and they haven't been able to do it. So that's what I'm saying, because they haven't been able to they haven't got out the first round since. That's a fact. That man give a damn, bro.
His give a damn bit is broke, and I think he started, bro. Between the contract situation, Zion not there every year. They haven't made a win now move. Like they ain't done nothing to help him either. You know what I'm saying? Like for him to not be a 1A, they ain't done nothing to prepare him. So I look at him, bro, almost as a, and this ain't just for us, it's for anybody. Anybody that gets Brandon Ingram, you know, in the middle of this season, end of the season, whenever they get him, he's Andrew Wiggins. That's my comp for him. You know, we thought he was gonna be something. We realized that he's not, but he's a perfect contending piece for somebody to get over the top of the hump. Somebody. Just don't send him to Boston, please, God.
Please don't do that. No one like that. Please don't. I would hate myself. Yeah. I would hate the NBA. I would hate the atmosphere for that. Now it's a team version. That's the thing. Everybody say the KD comparisons, but has he really? I'm not saying he lived with the expectations, but I don't see KD. I see Brandon Ingram now. Like Brandon Ingram has been in the league for 7 years now, 8 years now. It's been a long. I think he came out.
Bro, it went by so fast.
Yeah, like he came out with Marvin Bagley and them, and I don't know. He been in the league because he got there. I don't know if he got there before Lonzo or after Lonzo. Because Lonzo got drafted in 2016.
Then Lonzo, 2018.
It's 2018. So that means he was drafted in 2017. So this is going on his 7th year in the NBA. He just is who he is now. So I personally wouldn't want to have someone on my team that kind of messes up I'll say be on a cheaper deal. It depends on how cheap we talking. You know, like was actually realistically that we can get him for. Like, I don't see B.I. taking a major pay cut. If he is, then cool. But you know, it's all about the contracts, how they match up. I don't personally want B.I. I just feel like he messed up the flow of the offense, and he messed up your rotational flexibility on defense, having on us. I don't feel like he really pushes us forward that much.
I disagree, but it's all good. We ain't got to stay on him.
Yeah.
You know, he ain't on this team. Screw him.
Nah.
I don't know. It's somebody. I don't know who this is, but they said, "Ooh, looking fly in that jersey." Appreciate it. No, they.
That's probably. Yeah. If you talking about you. Hey, I don't know if that's Kenny on the page. If that's Kenny, what's up, my boy? But yeah, my brother got me this for a gift. You know, so old school Zebo Memphis Sounds jersey. So appreciate y'all. Y'all will see me in this when I tapped in Memphis and going to the game. So I appreciate that, folks. Real talk.
For sure. Let's see. What am I missing? We got Nick, my boy Nick. What's going on, bro? Expectations for the season.
Chip.
I'm gonna start with you.
Chip. That's all I have to say. Chip. If you've been watching our show for the past 2 months, we've had our new season outlook series, and we've basically went down the list of all the notable players by what we expect from them. But honestly, outside of Chip, I say another 50-win season, everyone being healthy for the dang near most part, and just igniting the city in a way that we haven't seen. And I know me and Chris are gonna disagree on this, but the grit and grind days. I'm not saying these teams aren't better than those grit and grind teams. I agree. I agree with you at all. I'm just saying the city was a different vibe when the grit and grind was at its peak. Mm-hmm. Like everything just felt better in the city. Like it felt like crime was down. It probably wasn't, but it felt like crime was down. Right. It felt like it wasn't. People were smiling more. People was a little nicer. And Memphis people nice anyway, but like people had a little brighter smile on their face. You know, they weren't checking you as much. I just want that energy back in the city. You know, that's really because when the Grizzlies and the Tigers, we're not gonna talk about the Tigers, but when both those teams, basketball teams, are playing well, the city of Memphis is a very beautiful place. It's a vibe, bro. It's a beautiful place regardless, but it's just a vibe. So outside of winning games, outside of hopefully a championship, I just want the vibes to come back, man. And we haven't seen that since the core four was here, and I feel like this is even all the years Ja Morant has been there. I feel like this is the first year we have that opportunity to bring the vibes and energy back and light the city on fire. So that's my major expectations. But what about you? What's your overall expectation for this year?
I'm with you, bro. Like I think, and I've been saying this, so it's not like I'm just throwing some shit at the wall. I can't say that playoff run that we had when we played the Warriors, making it to the second round before Ja got hurt. Bro, I was arguing with my partners then. Like, bro, we finna take it all the way. I'm sorry. Like when Steve-O get back and Dylan ain't getting suspended, like no. Like we finna take them out. Then obviously Ja got hurt, and then we know what happened.
Stuff happened. But like,
bro, I felt like then we was finna make it to the chip. Will we have beat the Celtics? Lord behold, we don't know. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
The Warriors did, so I don't know. Maybe that just like you said, that aura around that year could have propelled us to something that we didn't even expect. But if I felt that way then, and I feel like this team is better and the best of all time that we've had talent-wise, I got to keep that same energy and say that, no, I think that they're going to win a chip this year. Like this, I think they are still one move away. What move that is, I don't know. I would love to have Cam Johnson. That's one of my guys. We ain't got to go break it down, but like I feel like they just one move away and health. And a little luck, like everybody is. They do that. That's my expectation, bro. And as far as wins, I'm gonna say they break the record and get 55.
56 the record, so they need to get 56. Yeah, so get 57 wins. 56 and 26. You
sure they 56?
I know because they tied it. They tied it 2022. They tied it. One of those years they went second. They got second. They tied it because the year we went to West Conference Finals. That's the year we went 56 and 26, and then Ja and them tied it. So it's 56 and 26. I know that for sure.
I don't know if it's gonna be 57 game. I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah,
but it's gonna be in the 50s for sure. I just say that it'd be plus 50. That FanDuel had them at like 47 and a half, I think, a couple weeks ago.
But ESPN just got them. Yeah, but ESPN just got their new projection, got them as 51 and a half. So like I don't know what ESPN doing, bro. That they trying to hop on the bandwagon early, like they now. And I don't mess with that. I hate it. I hate it with every bone in my body. Like,
yep.
Y'all see what the page says. Y'all like and share. Help us out real quick.
And just throwing it in for everybody that's joined late, man. No camera required if you want to come on and ask a question. Obviously, you can stay in the chat. We appreciate that as well. But if you want to come on and actually, talk your question through, feel free. The link is in the YouTube comments. Just got to go on YouTube to copy and paste it. And you can join in. We'll let you in. No trolls, though. Don't be trying to troll us, man. We ain't trying to get shut down.
We don't need that. We do not need that.
How many games you plan to attend? If any, I'm definitely going to attend as many as I can. I don't have season tickets. I actually was about to do it real late, and then I was like, I catch it on the next go round. But I'm gonna try to attend as many as possible. I'm planning on being there opening night for sure. With the family. So that's a goal of mine. But yeah, I'm gonna attend a lot, bro, because maybe that's why we wasn't winning. I ain't make too many games last year. Maybe
good luck charm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know.
With me, I'm a little different situation. I'm kind of farther away from you. I try to make at least one on every break I have. So during Thanksgiving break, I'm gonna try to hit one. Christmas break for sure. I'm gonna try to catch at least 2 or 3 on Christmas break. But then once I graduate, I'll be closer. I'll be only 3 hours away from home instead of 8 to 9 hours away from home. So if there's some weekend games that I can hit, I'm gonna get my number. I'm gonna get my number at least 5. Honestly, I'm gonna try to make because I think I only made 3 last year. I'm gonna try to make 5. I'm not saying I may get that because these NBA tickets are expensive, and once we are playing with, our tickets are gonna go higher than they were last year.
Yes,
sir. So yeah, I'm gonna try to make at least 5. Try to make at least 5 though. I'm gonna try.
DG, the media day got his Grizz juices percolating again. Yes, sir. You seen it all on the timeline today, man. Everybody's excited. It's like we knew the team we had, but seeing them dudes together, like it's different, man. It's different.
Yeah, for sure. You don't know. Are y'all going to? I'm gonna be there. I don't care what I got to do. If March 15th, that actually be the first time me and Chris met each other in person. We're gonna try to make that work. Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to make that. So yeah,
we gotta do that one.
I would love to be at TS because they playing the Heat that night too. That would be dope. Nah,
I'll try to cry, bro. I'm gonna have you on camera if you cry.
T, T my dog, bro. T is my second favorite Grizzly ever.
You let a damn tear fall, boy. I'm gonna have you on. Ooh,
he gonna have that joint in 4K.
Look, I'm gonna have my phone just like this the whole time. In your face.
I mean, nah, real talk, because I almost cried during when they showed. I wouldn't even at that game, but just watching that when they had Mike's,
Mark had me in my feelings, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, Mark's didn't have me as sad, but Mike had me sad. TA made because Mike and TA are my two favorite Grizzlies of all time. So I made shed a tear. I ain't gonna lie to you. He credited the grit and grind, bro. He credited the all hard. He means so much to the city, bro. Like, and he's still around the city too, and he still like does stuff with Grind City Media and all that too. So I love TA, dog. So more of the story. Hopefully I'm there. I'm gonna try my best to be there. Real talk.
For sure. I feel like we're a missing piece or two away. I'm hoping they make a move by the deadline, get a vet wing big. I think if based off Zach Kleiman today, his words and his energy, I think he knows it's not championship or bust for him. I ain't gonna say he's gonna get fired with a championship, but he knows that the heat is on to surround this group with as many weapons and the best weapons as he can. So I say yes. I'm not gonna put a number on how many moves it is. But I'm gonna say he definitely is gonna make some kind of move. I can't tell you what position either. I ain't on this Scottie Pippen thing. I know I'm probably in the minority, but I'm not on that at all, bro.
I disagree. I don't see if everyone is healthy. Maybe I'm too much of an optimist. Maybe I just have two rose tinted glasses or Grizz tinted glasses, as they would say.
Yeah.
I just feel like when we're healthy, I don't feel like no team in the league, at least in the West, can mess with us. I just really don't. I just honestly don't. If everybody's hitting on cylinders and everybody's healthy, I think Kleiman is gonna stand on that. He gonna stand on the moves he made, stand on the draft pick with Edey. Because when you just look at us top and bottom, everything fits together. Like there's no like sore thumbs on the team. I don't feel like, you see some teams like, oh, how's that guy gonna fit in? How are they gonna work together? I don't see that with anybody on this roster. So would I be surprised if we make a move, like a little subtle move, like to get some of those guys in the bench off the team? Yeah,
that does nothing for you though. That does nothing for you to win a championship. So that's no point. It does
nothing. Yeah. So to answer, do I see a move happening? A big move, no, but a small move, maybe yes. I just don't see a big swing at the deadline. If everyone is healthy, because by the deadline's in February. So by that time, everyone should be healthy. We're gonna get a fully healthy, or at least a ramped up Gigi Jackson, because that's the word they say, ramped up. Gigi Jackson gonna be 3 months into his recovery at that point. So hopefully he's a full-time participant, no minutes restriction and all that. We're gonna see Vince. We're gonna see 12 playing with Edey. Like, we're gonna have a good feeling on what's going on with this team. So if everything goes right, I don't see the need of making a team, because everyone is echoing championship. I feel like they want to get the wins regular, but I don't feel like they care about it because they've already had regular season success. They want to win the championship. It don't matter to them. So I feel like since in the camaraderie seems there, like I ain't trying to put words in his mouth, but Marcus Smart seemed like he, for the first few games of the season, like he didn't seem like he was like really a part of the team yet. That could be my head canon. I don't know. Just compare him to media day last year, this year, he seems way more comfortable. His family is here now. Like, he got roots here. Edey's been working out with this main 12 for dang near the whole summer. This team knows what they have, and I feel like the front office knows what they have. So I don't feel like they're gonna waste their opportunity. I feel like they're gonna go all 10 toes in on what they can do. I feel like we just have what it takes to win the championship already. So I don't feel like we're a piece away. You can maybe get a Scottie Pippen. I know you've been talking about Markelle Fultz a lot. I'm not really too big on the whole like Scottie Pippen thing. Like, I'm just not. Like, if we sign him to a full year deal, cool. But am I really like stomping my feet for, like stamping my flag? No. But I don't feel like a backup point guard is gonna make or break us. Meaning is leaving HBO on the tour. Yeah. I don't think a backup point guard is gonna make or break our championship chances. I just don't, because we have Marcus Smart, we have Desmond Bane that can also handle the ball if John Morant needs a break. So I just don't see it happening, bro. I feel like we good. We good over here. Simple.
We'll know by February. That's for sure.
Yeah.
To answer who's in the ask?
NK. Yeah.
To answer your question, we'll know by February for sure if we need to move or not. And here's the thing: stuff changed so much. Maybe it's a move that's out there that it's a layup and you just got to make it. Like this person is on the block. This is all they want to absolve that trade. So you make it. We'll see, man. If they come out blazing like they did Ja's first 9 games last season, and you add in GG and Vince,
you better not touch nothing. You better not touch nothing. Oh, I got a question for you. Speaking on that, who are your untouchables then? Because I feel like our untouchables list is different. I feel like without a doubt, these are the people I want to start and finish this season. Like I know we talk about trades and all that, but I want to know who your list is. I feel like our list is different because I've changed on some people. So I want to hear your untouchables. Of course, we have the obvious Ja, Dez, Trip, obviously, but outside of those 3, who are your untouchables for this year?
Now, this finna surprise you, bro. I think I got 4 for sure.
Okay.
I got 4 for sure.
Okay.
Ja Dez Edey.
Ja Dez. Are you forgetting somebody, Chris?
My mind is perfectly.
Are you?
They tested me. IQ good, bro.
I know you got the little troll on. Are you being a little troll right now, bro? Like
Tiny Diamond. If y'all don't know, Tiny Diamond won't smoke. So I ain't. No. I ain't trolling at all. We had this talk already in a.
Not this year though, bro. Not this year though. I'm not doing that this year though. I'm not. That's you. Out of all years, I'm not doing that this year. But
no.
Explain.
Like I always say, what's important to me is the team that's on the front or the name that's on the front.
I don't care about the name.
Damn, that's on the back. So again, I'm not going to rehash the whole conversation that we had. I'll just give y'all it maybe listen to us for the first time. Or if you missed that episode, we've already done our Jaren Jackson next year breakdown. I think Jaren got a chance to come out and build on last season, be more efficient, work, show what he learned last year, but in a reduced role. He's not going to be the main guy every night. And he can get back, like he said today, we're going to get to him in a second, of just being that menace on defense and then add in what he learned last year. If he can dominate his advantages, like I said on that episode, that's all I'm asking him to do. Obviously, I want him to get maybe 2 more rebounds a game. That should be minimum, especially being with Edey. I'm not asking him to be a double-double guy, but if he is, that's great. But if Jaren is not, if he's not, I think he was the one that I said was our X factor. I think I said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did.
If Jaren is not being the X factor that he needs to be, because he's the most important in my mind to us getting to a title. If he's not there and a deal presents itself, you got to make the deal. Now, what is the deal? I can't tell you what that is today. It's probably only one other player that I would probably trade him for right now, and that's Bam Adebayo. But
that ain't happening.
If you don't know, Miami, Pat Riley is sick of them fools down there. I just say that. But that's just today. Now, my mind could change later. But yeah, bro, as far as untouchable, I'm just saying untouchable completely to where we'll see. Now, he come out blazing and he does what he needs to do, I could possibly add him to that list. I'm not pushing to trade him. Make sure we get that straight. Yeah. You asked me who my untouchables is. I got to wait and see on that one. So those are my 4. I want to throw Vince in there, but again, it's certain players that you say you can get him if you throw Vince in that deal. I got to think about it. So them my 4. Who's on your list?
Again, I guess I'm too optimistic because mine is a starting 5 plus GG. That's my untouchables.
Marcus Smart is that's what I'm seeing.
See,
you be making me sound like I don't like folks, and that's just not it, bro. But Marcus Smart is not untouchable.
I want Smart on this team. I don't care what nobody say. I want Smart on this team. That boy is gonna lead, not help lead us.
Do you know what untouchable means?
Yes, I know what it means.
And Marcus Smart is untouchable.
I told you, like I said, y'all not gonna like it. I told you I've changed. I know, maybe, like I said, maybe I am. Maybe I'm just, like I said, my rose tinted glasses. I don't want people to trade Smart. I just don't want it. just
because
think
you like him, or are we talking about basketball reasons?
No, of course I'm biased because I like Smart, but basketball reasons. Why I feel like he adds.
Bro, I like vanilla ice cream, but I'm sorry if you you mix that junk up, you know what I'm saying, the right way with some cookies and cream and some brownies. Like, come on, what we doing?
I just feel like, and again, I may be completely off kilter in this.
Wow.
I just feel like he adds a property to this team that we haven't seen before. He is literally Tony Allen, but that know how to make layups, that can dribble the ball. And we have another Tony Allen named Vince Williams, who's crazy as hell.
Exactly. What are you doing?
I want both of them on the team. Exactly. If I would have choose
two Tony Allen, bro, you crazy.
Like I said, I may cry.
Two Jose Mayo, two Rudy Gays, two Marcus.
But they better than TA though. But they're better versions. They're modernized version of Tony Allen. So hey,
God,
call me the Tony Allen whisperer all day or Tony Allen fanboy all day. I don't care. I want to see 3-6 win a chip on this team because everybody been on his case all year. He gonna help lead this team, be that veteran presence that we need to win this championship. And I'm stamping it right now on September 30th. Mark Smart gonna finish this year, and he gonna be one of the key reasons why we win the championship. He gonna be our better version of Andre Iguodala. Simple. I'm pampering the Warriors and how they was under Iguodala. He gonna be our better version of that. The Warriors weren't trading Iggy. The Warriors
gonna take my tape.
I don't care. We saw our show together. I don't care. Respectfully, I don't care. You just had a good tape. You took my Kevin Garnett tape. So you got that.
No. I agree with you. I ain't take it.
No,
I agree with you. I ain't take it. Go run it back. I ain't take it. I agree with you. That was a great point. But no.
Anyways, it's the starting 5 plus GG because GG he's too dang young and too dang good to trade to me. EH needs to be drug tested. Hey DG, I don't care.
And he a track athlete, man. Get that man a needle right now.
they drug test me all the time. See, I don't care. Like I said, I'm cool with that. That's what you got to shake things up sometimes. I'm cool. Rose about to trade Smart and help them win a title. See, that's bossing up.
Head, boy.
We not bossing. I don't care. I don't care. If there's 6-7 plus 3D, I'm putting on the first.
Thank you. Instead Evan with him, man. Evan with him.
I don't care. Like I told y'all. I told y'all that y'all know, man. I trade Eddie. This great was Kiwis on my head. Oh, that's crazy. See, I like it. I love it. So when he would the reason y'all win this chip, y'all be like, oh, he crazy. It'd be smart to trade Smart. Y'all just want this man out the team so bad. And he gonna be a reason why we winning.
That's what I be saying, bro. When you say 1 + 1 = 2, somebody would say, but what about 2 × 3? That is not the same conversation. You ask who's the untouchables, and we just saying he ain't untouchable. That's all we saying. That does not mean that we don't want him on the team. If we can keep him, great. But
he's a vital part to this championship puzzle. He is a vital part to this championship. Like I said, Jan Dez, Marquis, the Marquis outside lives on. Yeah, I get that. But hey, like I said, y'all ain't gonna like my take, but I'm standing on it. They call Einstein crazy.
You said Einstein eat the cricket. That's it. Hey, I just added Gigi because you know how I give it up with Gigi, but I'm with you. Like everybody else, man, we gonna see.
That is funny. Who'd you trade for Jim?
My bad. That's when I had this conversation over the weekend, man. Like, it's not a lot of dudes right now. If I'm trading Jaren, the only reason that I'm doing that is to elevate the ceiling of where we are right now. I'm not trading him to make a lateral move or to downgrade the team. Like, I'm not doing that. It's gonna have to be a move that propels the team. And to be honest, when you're looking at the guys that's available, it's not a lot of those moves that you can make without basically, creating another hole. Because let's say you trade Jaren to fill your starting 3 spot, and we get a legit small forward, like a legit, that's a starting small forward on 30 other or 29 other NBA teams. I could probably rock with that depending on who the name is. The issue is that who's filling our 4th spot, and y'all know I'm not trusting Santi to do that, not to propel us to a championship. No, I'm not putting BC there. No, so and yes, there's other ways you can fill that hole, but yeah, that would be the thing. Like I said, Bam is probably one of the better fits to me just because he's had a mid-range game. He's an all-around type of guy. And I think he's better suited at power forward than he is center. I think that you're going to see that team be a little better. You'll see him have a better year, I think, with what's the guy?
Khalil Ware.
Khalil Ware, yeah.
The guy that we wanted, but we got Edey, so we happy about it, so yeah.
Hey, yeah.
We ain't complaining no more. We ain't complaining no more.
Yeah. Sane, I got to get Sane a link. He said he want to join in. Sign a low maintenance wing who won't mind taking a back seat with GG and Vince.
Bro, who is that? Bro, who is that though? That's what I'm saying.
I told you who. You said B.I. ain't, and I told you B.I.
I'd rather have Cam Johnson, like you said, than
me too.
Vince and GG. So I don't like.
That's my number one.
I don't like B.I. I like Cam. Cam Johnson can fit this because I feel like him and GG will work very well together. Vince can be the crazy man and does everything. But
and he will be going to the bench once GG starts too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. B.I. has been a starter for his whole career. I don't see that happening with him taking a backseat to two guys that are younger than him, and that was a lower getting paid less than him and all that. So nah,
they got to take it from him though too. That's another thing. You got to take it from him.
Yeah,
I'm not just going. I love GG. I'm not handing him shit.
Yeah,
he got to take
that's
it.
True. And then that's gonna be a better. And then he gonna, if it's who? Oh, Scottie Pippen Jr. Yeah. It is what it is. You know, a guy just came to my head. I don't think the money would work, but it just came to my head. It probably doesn't have a lot of merit, but a guy that came to my head. I know I'm being very hypocrite right now because I said I don't like trading within my division, but I just thought about this. I feel like it wouldn't work, but like in a crazy word, it would. Kevin Porter isn't like a bad. If he can lock in defensively, I feel like he wouldn't be bad. Dang! Wow. I guess I'm just doing stupid. I ain't finna curse. Stupid stuff today. Doing like, all right, you know what, Chris? Go on.
Anybody want to take my place? Because he up here wild and trying to get us canceled. Put your socials out there. Who said that? That was Evan Hayes.
Like I said,
11 Hayes.
Like I said, if you, I see a crazy old dude. If he can get all that, of course, I'm talking about strictly basketball.
Kevin Porter Jr.,
who played with the left-handed dude, Jalen Green's twin them.
Hey, bro, just mute up. You trying to get us canceled, bro?
We talking about strictly basketball. Our numbers going up when I'm saying crazy stuff though. So hey, you know what? Hey, I'm talking about strictly basketball.
It's two names that you cannot say on a Grizzly fan base that will get you canceled. Is him and Miles Bridges. So I won't say them names again. Nope.
I'm just saying strictly basketball. I don't want Miles Bridges. I definitely don't want him. I definitely don't want Miles Bridges. I'm just saying strictly basketball. I don't feel like
Miles Bridges about 3 years ago. About second year, he was the perfect fit over Dylan Brooks, and then he started rapping about drill and smoking weed on Instagram, and then he hit his wife, and here we are. So I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
I said strictly basketball. I'm not talking about all.
Bro, you better get up.
That's funny. I'm gonna text you.
These thoughts are of his own. This is not the endorsement of the No Bluffin podcast at all. Drugs are bad, bro. This man is tripping.
I can say it's strictly
tripping at nighttime. Yeah, normally be me, but hey, I love it. Get the heat on Evan tonight.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna text my boy soon.
You better get with me. Evan on the Diddy tapes.
Oh my! Hell no! Don't put that out there. Hell no! See him on that ring.
Bro. Hey, he did get signed, DG. I can't remember who it was for. Was it the Clippers? Somebody signed him recently.
Yeah, I thought who's the? I'm finna look that up.
Somebody signed him. I don't know though.
I thought the Clippers did sign him. Kevin Porter Jr. He plays for the. If my Wi-Fi wants to work. Yep, the Clippers. He plays for the Clippers.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess.
So
I ain't got nothing to say. That might whooped on Kaiser, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? Yeah, and then you got dissed by Jaylen Brown in the rap. I know how to touch it without using my hands.
That's a crazy head dude right there.
Jerseys, y'all copy. The two new ones for sure.
The modern version of this one in a Desmond band, and I need the Vancouver in a trip, and that's my two that I want this year.
I'm getting Ja in the revised version of what Evan got on, the new one. and then I'm getting a GG, I think, in the Vancouver joint. I think. Well, I might have to get GG in a regular, and I might get Bane in the.
I want GG in a regular.
Well, might get Edey because it's a Vancouver. He from Canada. I don't know, bro. I got a lot.
That jersey gonna go crazy in Canada. I didn't think about that. Edey's jersey gonna go stupid.
Asia. wherever Purdue is, I don't even know what state that is. Is it Pittsburgh? I don't know.
I think so. Something like that.
Yeah, man. That's gonna go crazy. Man, we off the rails, but I love it. That's why I love live show. We appreciate y'all tapping in. We almost at 500 views across our channels. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I ain't missed none because my boy Evan was.
Pittsburgh isn't a state. Crazy. DG said Pittsburgh isn't a state. He said that on the
city, bro. City. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's jump to.
He said the Bluffin said Dan Green thinks Edey is white. He thinks Edey is that ain't on DG. They said DG said it's Evan. No, yes, Evan does know. I'm saying strictly basketball. I'm not oblivious to all the stupid ish he did. I truly know that. I'm just talking about strictly basketball. He's a crazy SOB. I need him to stay away from all my loved ones ever and all everyone else loves ones. Stay away from everybody.
Hey, have you ever been to a Planned Parenthood center or a birth center before?
I have not been to a Planned Parenthood or birth
center. Drive
center.
by them joints, man. Them folks will literally like be out there just pitchforking and riding. You bring Kevin Porter up in Memphis and see what happens. See what happened.
Hey, King Meats. What's my
amazing.
And not when I say what I say, he gonna call me stupid when I say what I say. But I'm a multimedia journalism major, my guy. Sports communications is my concentration, but multimedia journalism is my official major title that I will be getting in 70-something days, I think.
T minus. All right, let's run back on same DG. Anybody wants to get on, man? I'm gonna put it up here one time. It is in the link on Twitter to get into the live show. We'd love to have y'all on just to chop it up real quick.
DG said, "Yeah, I love your
enthusiasm right there.
They crazy." I appreciate you, DG. Appreciate the love. You know, everybody not gonna rock with a crazy thinking person. Log me out for Evan. Hey, you know what? I mess with y'all because I love y'all anyway. I'm giving y'all this content, even though you may y'all hash y'all don't agree with what I gotta say, but I'm gonna say anyway. Maybe, in other words, you know, good luck, my guy. Wish you best in the career. Wow, that's OG.
It might fried you. Hey,
that's
hey, King Meeks known to be frying folks in the comments, man.
It's that's cool. I say,
hey, at least King Meeks ain't checked us. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
Yeah.
They used to be checking in DG Live. Everybody come on the show, so hey, we good. We ain't got fried shit. But let's talk about what's his name. Taylor Jenkins.
TJ.
Taylor Jenkins. A bunch of word salad that I literally had to keep hitting 30 or 10 skills. I kept having to do it. And then he would say something, and I said, all right, let me go back. Let me see what he was talking about. He talked a lot about changing his personal philosophy.
Yeah.
Taking some personal accountability. I love to hear that from him. I'm just tired of the word salad, bro. I'm tired of we ask you a question and you think that you can talk like Paraptor the Raptor and just talk around. You talking in circles or like you can out-talk us. Like, no, just answer the question. Like, if we asking you, what should we expect or what did you learn? He did give answers. And so, you know, him bringing in a new staff or him partnering with the front office to bring in a new staff, I'm not going to say that was just all him because nobody wants to admit they're 100% wrong all the time. But him working with the organization to bring in a new staff, it sounded like they committed to just change up the whole offensive philosophy from what he said. I like the way did he put it, not only the structure of the offense, but what they're going to do when a play breaks down.
Yeah, that's
what we need. And it's not always, okay, we run this play. All right, throw it at the 12, throw a screen, or everybody clear out. Come on, bro. That's dated. That's not winning back. That's not championship basketball.
No.
And I've had these discussions with you. I had discussions with other, Grizzlies fans as well. That I've had my concerns with how he's maximized players. Not gonna say develop, but how he's maximized his players. I don't think he's done that the best. And so if you got a whole new, staff to kind of help you do that, maximizing job, obviously he got to, work on his shot, which he talked about.
Yeah, he did.
Maximizing Dez to not basically just go balls to the walls all the time and hurting himself. And then down the line, maximizing your players to where when something happens and breaks down, we have something else to go to. That was what I love to hear him say. I loved hearing him talk about kind of some of the things that he's did over the summer to kind of just change his philosophy, whether it's, listening to championship coaches, going to seminars, podcasts, reading books, like talking like a man that knows. I ain't gonna say some people don't agree on the hot seat, but I'm sorry. Like, it's time to put up or shut up.
Yeah,
the pressure is on your ass. If we're all gonna agree this is the best roster we've had, you got to get it right. And so that was one thing that I did love hearing him talk about outside of the word salad. What were some of the things that you kind of just noticed, if anything different? Because I know a lot of people was kind of saying the same thing on Twitter too.
Yeah, it's kind of echoing your sentiment. It's just accountability. I feel like one of the leading things I haven't liked seeing about Taylor Jenkins is just accountability for him and just some of the things that happened on the court. Because as we all know, his big thing last year, we got to do better. We're going to do better. Like, I don't want to hear that this year. I really don't. Like, I understand, yes, there are room for – yes, there is room for improvement, yada, yada, yada. But this team, and as they've all talked about before, just learning from the past, knowing that they're not the young guns anymore. Like, all that essence is just accountability that I feel like the front office is accepting now and the rest of the players are accepting now. And that's a very welcoming sight to see. So that was just my whole general vibe, what I was saying. Like, in my eyes, he was saying, hey, some things I didn't work. We have the best roster ever, so I got to step my game up. And that's what I heard, everything. Besides, outside the word salad, everything that you just said he pointed out, all I heard was I could have been doing a better job. I understand the pressure that is on me and this team. I got to lock in. That's all I heard personally. So I liked all of that. I could do without the word salad, but hearing accountability from him, which is Taylor Jenkins. Problem, Jay, he talks high level because he's a smart dude. He went to Penn. He tried. I feel like he's trying to.
I ain't like giving him that, bro. Smart. I know smart people, bro. I know like people that have went to. I got family that have went to like Harvard, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say that you're gonna just talk around me because you went to a thing. I think that's just his personality. Like,
I think he tries to sound smarter than he. I feel like he just tries to like this. He likes to be. Like, I'm not saying he isn't intellectual, but he wants to come out that he is intellectual. I'm not saying he's dumb by no means. Yeah, I feel like he just tries to give the most well-rounded and maybe it's don't do that. Don't say that, DG. Don't say that, DG. No, I just feel like he tries to give the
not most, no damn Taylor Jenkins. No,
well-rounded, thorough answer he can say, but he ends up not saying anything when he tries to give those well-rounded, thorough answer. So I just want to see a more simplified version of Taylor Jenkins, not in his philosophy, but just once he's saying, I don't want to see go. Unless in the last 2 minutes of a game, I agree with you, NK. Last 1 minute of the game, then I agree with you. Yeah, like I said, last 1 minute. That's, I would say, he said about the half guard, which he did. That's why I feel like the Nola Roach hire is such a big, underrated hire that I feel like we're really going to see the fruits of our labor, or whoever hired that man. That they're gonna see the quickly people for 3 points. Yes, our 3-point defense was terrible last year. It's always been terrible for a good minute. Our perimeter, proper to rapper.
Anyway, before your time, Evan, you don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I really don't know who that is.
That's on the original PlayStation, man. The original.
I'm sure I'm answering it. Anyway, accountability. I know I'm talking too much right now, but accountability. I'd love to hear about Taylor Jenkins, and hopefully we get a more simplified version of him, not in his philosophy, but what he says to the media and how he addresses everything else. Because if he's on this game, if he's on his game as a coach, I don't see a legit reason why we can't win a championship if everyone's healthy. But it starts with Taylor Jenkins and how you've said a lot. If he can't put people in the right pieces, then I can really see you disliking. I know you don't dislike Lionel, but I can really say your big thing is how Rudy and Zebo never work together. I feel like you're gonna have that same sentiment towards Taylor Jenkins if he can't figure this roster out. You feel what I'm saying?
I've already had it. It ain't even. I gave Hollins years. I'm already at that point. So it's shut up. It's put up or shut up with me with him.
Yeah.
I got a question that I'm gonna actually bring somebody in to answer that question. I want to get his opinion on it. We got my guy Anthony Sane of Bluffin Media, the Anthony Sane Show, joining us. Let me get it. Right. I did not mean to throw my boy out the
Nah, he got sick of my text. He said, "Yeah, get this nigga out of here, bro."
Hold on, man. Welcome to my boy. Gotta give him a proper welcome. Everybody. All right. Same. What's going on with you, fella?
My boys, I'm good, man. Y'all can hear me? Y'all good?
Yes, sir. We straight, family.
Coming through all clear in 4K, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all first of all, commend y'all for what y'all are doing, bro. Y'all are really showing us old dudes on Bluff City Media how to do this shit, bro. For real. Y'all are this is good stuff, man. This is good stuff what y'all are doing. I'm glad y'all are doing it.
Appreciate you, bro.
When I first saw it, when I first saw y'all post about it, I said, little do they know I'm gonna hop on their show. But
little do they know.
Yeah, I had
to, you always welcome, man.
Yeah, always. Man. Same to y'all. I had to go and hop on though, bro. But yeah, I did not catch a lot of media day. I've seen some of it, but not all of it. I was supposed to be at media day. I do have a day job, and some literal fire started breaking off in my day job, and I was literally walking out the door and got a phone call from somebody from my day job and had to deal with an issue that, I couldn't go at all. I haven't seen much of it all. I've seen some. I've seen enough, but media day looked pretty good stuff.
Before you answer this question, I want to get your opinion on it. What was your bright spot? Because me and Evan kind of talked about what our bright spot was, and it was just seeing that start five, man, looking crispy together. Just from what you did see, man, what was your bright spot that said, man, let's go? I know you called me about something earlier, but elaborate.
Yeah, I did. The bright spot to me was two things, really. I did see the starting five picks, and that was cool. Because I think our starting five can get out with anybody. And that's why I've never really stressed about. I got into the conversations about who's going to start the fifth starter, who's it going to be, right? Because I'm like, whoever it is if it's GG, if it's Vince, if it's Marcus Smart, we're going to be good as shit, like regardless of who that fifth guy is, right? So I never really got into those conversations, but seeing those pictures of those guys all together and just how freaking big Zach Edey is, like, that's real, you know what I mean? And but the bright spot to me, man, was the level of maturity overall from our guys. Like in years past, we've seen guys, being kind of silly, kind of saying, immature things or just doing immature things. It wasn't a lot of joking around, wasn't a lot of playing, and you could just see that Dez and Jaren are just totally locked in. And even with Ja with the grill in his mouth, it seemed like it made him talk better. You know what I mean?
Like, man, for real.
Just like we saw, it seemed like the grill in his mouth made Ja talk more mature, right? So, like I said, those type of things, just seeing these guys, and it's the age that they are, though, man. Like I see people get in arms about when people have these conversations about best young cores in the league. And that's just not who these guys are anymore. These guys are, 25 years old. And most of the things you see is like, you talk about guys under 25. Like, we don't qualify for that criteria anymore. These guys are about to enter their primes in the NBA. And that's something a lot of our fans don't really understand either, is that these guys are they're coming to their grown man games. And that's for those three guys, all three of those guys together. And that's when you really start seeing those, winning championship formulas. Teams like Denver, had to come of age. Teams like Boston had to, come of age before they could get to that next level. And I think that that's something a lot of our fans don't really think about, that we are older than a lot of the teams that we're chasing. You know what I mean? And that's something because those old grit and grind teams, right? Those teams were as good as they were, not just because they fought hard or had grit and grind and all that type of stuff. They were older than the teams that they were in front of them. You know what I mean? And they could kind of old man game, some of those teams with some of the stuff that we did. The teams that we were chasing, the teams we were competing against, we were older than them. That core was 28, 29 years old, 30s when that stuff was going on, during that grit and grind era. And Ja, Jaren, and Dez are all, about to enter their prime. And a lot of the teams that they're chasing, like I said, are guys that are a little younger than them. So I think that's really going to play a big part of this season. And another thing that really, really impressed me was Zach Edey. Almost to the point where I'm like, man, I'm not stressing about nothing. I'm not stressing about who's missing, because I'm like, man, my thing is, I'm at the point now, bro, where I'm like, what weakness do we really see in Zach Edey? Like, if you just think about the stuff that he's able to do and the things that are being revealed that he's doing in camp. And something about him, I'm gonna talk about this in my show. I'm not gonna shoot my whole shot on y'all's show today, man. I got a whole show to record tomorrow. But something that I think that we have to, his mentality is scary. It's in rare air. He has a top tier mentality about the way he talks about basketball. Mm-hmm. And something he said today, and I called you immediately, and you called me back. Mm-hmm. And I said, bro, this man set up on that podium. We're talking about a guy who's just learning basketball. He don't have this glow in his eye, like, oh, he's just this green kid who don't know basketball. And, you know, he sounds like he's very intelligent, like he's very stoic, and he's very aware of where he is in the whole basketball globe, right? And he said that I'm somebody who's learning the game, and I'm someone who likes to be taught where I need to improve. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to hear it twice. I don't want you to have to tell me something twice. But when he said that, I was like, what in the hell did this dude just say? Like, I don't think people caught what he said, bro. You know what I mean? If you're somebody who is learning the game and you're learning basketball kind of on the fly, and at every level he's achieved to the highest level. As a high school player, he went from not knowing what he was doing to becoming a D1 athlete, not really having a role, not really having a purpose, to being 2-time National Player of the Year within 4 years, right? They deemed that this guy is the best basketball twice from a dude who didn't know how to play just a few years ago. And he walks into the NBA saying there are things that I knew that I had the ability to do, but they didn't ask me to do those things, so I didn't do them. I'm able to do those things now, and they're telling me that they want me to do those things. And I'm also the place where if they tell me to do something, I never want them to have to tell me to do the same thing twice. That's someone who may be a genius level player, who may be an elite level player in the league. Already. And both of you guys are athletes. And I know that triggered something in your mind when you heard him say that. And it wasn't like it didn't come off like the Zaire Williams wolf ticket stuff of, oh, nobody worked as hard as me this summer, or oh, I was in Memphis. I was in a cage in Memphis. I'm gonna show y'all something in Brooklyn. It didn't come off like that at all. It came off like I'm a very intelligent dude, and I am a sponge of information. And bro, I said this all the time. I said this on Jason and John's show. I've said it wherever a microphone has been in my mouth. I'm not saying he's gonna be this level of player. I'm not saying that he's gonna do the same things that he did. But you look at Zach Edey's sports career and him switching sports late in his career and excelling at the highest level once he switched to the sport he's supposed to be playing. And you tell me what's the difference between him and Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan. Yep.
What you tell me what the difference is. Now, I'm not saying he's going to beat Tim Duncan in the NBA. But if you look at you look at the time when he started playing basketball and the way he excelled to the highest level in his sport in college, the same way. You hear people say, well, 4-year bigs they don't pan out this way. If Zach Edey had to start playing basketball at 10, 11 years old like a normal kid,
wouldn't have been 4 years.
He would not have been a 4-year college basketball player.
Hell no.
He would have went through the AAU circuit. He would have been a name. He would have been one and done, two and done, just like your boy with Portland, Klingon. He would have been just like Klingon.
Yeah.
There's nothing in me that makes me think that Zach Edey would have been in college 4 years if you started playing basketball at the same age as kids normally start playing basketball in America. And like I said, I'm not saying he's going to be Tim Duncan, but you better look at some of those similarities, man, because you're talking about a guy who may be a basketball genius. You know what I mean? The way that he learned the game so late and has a ability to learn the game because he looks at the game in a totally different way than kids who were born in America who've been playing the game forever, who've been playing the game since they were kids. He looks at the game totally different. He's able to understand the game and adapt to the game in a way that is top tier elite level. You know what I mean? So I think he's easily going to be Rookie of the Year. I think that Reed Shepherd's going to be a really good player. I just don't think the minutes are going to be there. Zach Edey is going to be the starting center for the Memphis Grizzlies. The guys on his team are saying, hey, that's the guy we've been missing the last couple of years. You know what I mean?
Literally.
So he's going to be your starting center for the Memphis Grizzlies. He's going to play 25-plus minutes a game for the Grizzlies, right? And like I said, I think with those opportunities, he's going to be really good. And, yeah, man, I'm super excited about what I see from Zach Edey. The way he's talking, the things he's saying. He's not talking like somebody who's from here. I don't mean America when I say it. He's not talking like he's from this planet. Like, I think he could be a phenomenal player for the Grizzlies. And I think, and I remember the first time I saw Ja Morant play in a preseason game. I looked at him and I said, that's the best Memphis Grizzlies player ever. I didn't have to watch. I didn't have to watch seasons of basketball. I had conversations with people who, "Oh, you're slipping on Mike Conley." No, I'm not. That kid right there is the best player I've ever seen play for the Grizzlies. And I saw that, I knew that at open practice. I knew that kid was the best player we ever had, right? Because I had these arguments with people that entire couple of years of job. Oh, don't forget about Mike. I have forgotten about Mike Conley.
I have forgotten.
When I first saw Ja Morant play basketball, I knew he was the best Memphis Grizzlies ever. Oh, but Mark by ass. I knew that Ja Morant was the best Memphis Grizzlies player ever. He's that guy right now. I don't have to wait 3 or 4 years from now. And I'll wrap this up and I'll say this as far as the Zach Edey thing is concerned. I don't know what Zach's going to be, but I think we're going to see very soon what he's going to be when you see him in the NBA. Very soon, I think you're going to see. And I remember I had this conversation too when we were talking about Ja versus Mike Conley, right? I said there was a kid from North Carolina who played for the Chicago Bulls, right? Who came in as a rookie. And I'm sure some dumbass was running around talking about, hey, that Michael Jordan's good, but he ain't no all-star like Reggie Theus. I'm sure that conversation happened. Back in '85, whenever the hell Michael Jordan came into the league. But like I said, it doesn't take long to realize these guys are good. I think we're going to see very, very, very soon that Zach Edey can be an elite level player for the Memphis Grizzlies. Like historically, is what I'm trying to say.
Nah, for real.
And see what
through the roof.
Just I don't want to say continue the conversation, but as a tie back to the conversation we was talking about Untouchables when you was looking at me crazy with Jaren. The reason why Jaren ain't no my Untouchables is for what Sane just explained with Edey. See, we've been bitching and moaning and crying and caping and all this about Jaren do this and do that. I think Jaren's gonna be a hell of a player. I think he is a hell of a player, but he don't got that mindset of what Edey just said. If I didn't, whatever it is for me to go out there and win this ball game, this series, this championship, whatever, you can tell Edey to do it, and just based off his mentality and saying what he said right there today, I was like, oh,
he might have a computer for a brain. Like that might
be it make computers way faster than
they can make him tell Edey. He may say, Edey, to win this game tonight, we need 30 rebounds. And Edey might just have 31 rebounds that night. Like I
he'll grab the microphone and say, they told me to go get 30 rebounds. I'm gonna got 30 rebounds.
I want to see. I want to see y'all. I don't know if it's because all of us plays, but I don't know. It's just something different about people that's come from different sports. Like Sane says, see the game. They break it down in such simple way. They like get a rebound. Okay, I get my body and get the rebound. Like if you ask a regular 13-year-old kid, okay, I got a box out, I gotta get the ankle. No, he just says get ball. Like I just see that with Edey. I feel like to your point, he's so smart because he plays so simple. He understands he's 7'4". He understands he's almost 300 pounds. He just simplifies not a word. He breaks down everything to the point where he breaks down to the point where he doesn't complicate things. So if Tay Jenkins say, hey, I need 25 rebounds and 5 blocks, bet, like I got you. And that's like
basketball.
Exactly what you said. And I feel like the problem we've seen with Trip, you see he's up here, it may not be all the way there. I'm not saying he's dumb, I'm saying he's maybe not be locked in certain times. We've never seen that problem with Edey. I don't think we are going to see that problem with Edey. So I agree with your point, 10 toes down, saying, because what we heard today and what people have been saying, Edey helps maximize Jaren. Exactly. That's what we was all saying right there. Seeing what we're seeing, it's gonna be crazy.
I'm giving y'all too much of my show tomorrow too. Well, Wednesday.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Something I want people to think about is, like you talked about Jaren, right? And somebody said that Edey makes Jaren's game easier. Oh yeah, for sure. Like Jaren is gonna have zero pressure to do much of anything because Edey's gonna be there, right? Because we talked about how Jaren had the game. It was easy when Adams was here or whatever. Like Edey could make Jaren's game even easier. And I'm gonna tell you another wrinkle where Jaren's game could go to another level. Like we're talking about, okay, what do you do while Vince and Gigi are out, right?
Right.
Everybody's like, okay, you play Conchar or you play Jake LaRavia. What if you go big instead of going guard wing? What do you go put 3 bigs on the court? And you say, okay, so how do you do that? Instead of making Jaren a big, put Jaren on the ball. And no, I don't mean point guard. Y'all with me? When Ja comes out,
with Dylan Brooks, kind of was.
Right, you take Ja when Ja comes out of the game, right? You play 3 bigs. You play Jaren Santi Edey or Jaren Santi BC, whatever you're doing, but you got 3 bigs on the court, right? And you got 2 guards. Your 2 guards could be Bane and Kennard. even, right? You can have two shooters on the court. You let Bane bring the ball up court, then you run Ja in the attacking motions. Like you put Ja on the ball. I mean, you put Jaren on the ball, let him do the things. You don't let him go be Ja, but the playmaking comes from
it goes through. It goes through Jaren. The offense runs through Jaren. I see
running the offense through Jaren with him with the ball in his hand. And imagine what Jaren screen and rolls could be with Jaren and Edey.
With Edey. Matchup nightmare.
Because
matchup nightmare.
That's something you can do in some bench lineups, and teams be like, okay, how the hell did I deal with this? Because Jaren was taking dudes off the dribble when he was the center. So what if he's got another center who's setting screens for him, and they're like, all right, how do I guard this? And then if you got three bigs on the court, it makes teams got to go into their depth. Well, okay, now I got to find a big wing to guard, Santi or what do I do with Brandon Clark? Like it's you can do some very creative stuff, bro. Like I'm saying, now you don't have to. You can do lineups where you're putting your best players on the court, not necessarily the guys that fit position wise. You know what I mean?
That's
like you don't have to say, okay, I don't have to have Brandon Clark and Santi Aldama watch Edey out there. Like I can have all those guys on the court and just kind of do some creative things. And even
I like that.
Yeah.
Much better than giving Edey minutes, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be fun, man. I think it's gonna be a really good year, and I think, like I said, and there's so much emphasis about the 3-point shot. I'm gonna get out y'all way, man, because I feel like I'm talking too much. But
do your thing.
Like you talk about like the 3-point shot, right? Everybody's like, okay, we need shooters, we need this, we need that. All right, so the purpose of having shooters on the court is not just to make shots, but also to open up the lane, right? Like to make 2-point shots easier, right? So if Zach Edey is a guy who can come in and really cause the Grizzlies to be able to zig while everybody else is zagging, the 3-point shot really don't matter. You know what I mean? If you got guys that can knock that shot down, cool. But if you can if you got a Ja Edey 2-man game where teams can't guard Zach Edey the way in the NBA they did in college. You can't you can't double and triple team Zach Edey in the NBA. If Ja and Zach Edey have this unstoppable two-man game, the 3-point shot really at that point don't even matter because you got this 7'5" big man that you can put in the pick and roll, and now some guard is on him. I'm like, all right, bro, like what do we do with this? Like the Grizzlies literally have the opportunity. If Zach Edey is as good as I think he is, and the Grizzlies have a brain, they would realize we literally can zig while the league is zagging. And there are people who, when Minnesota just got rid of something that really was causing them to be a problem in the West, having 2 7-foot bigs that nullified
Jokic
in the playoffs.
Jokic,
Yep.
We can do some similar shit when one of them dudes is 7'5" and the other one is former defensive player of the year. Minnesota can't say that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna touch on two things that kind of corroborate what you're saying. Number one, Edey talked about today how like he loves the fact that everybody is like drooling over the fact that he can hit a 3-point shot. And like you talked about, he wasn't asked to do that in college, but he can do it. If you even
look at unguardable, they can make that dude, bro.
That's crazy. He's 7'5", like, and he shoot like
can't do nothing with him.
Do you know how unguardable they can make him be if he could just make a free throw line jump shot?
It opens up everything, bro.
Ja has never had a big on his team that we use in any type of pick and pop situation, not even from a mid-range shot. Imagine
Jonas, he was pumping and driving.
Right. Yeah. Imagine if Zach Edey sets this crazy ass screen and now you gotta follow him out to the 3-point line.
Ja's finna baptize somebody at the paint every time you get down there.
Do you think I care about how many threes we can make? Like for real, because you could be bro.
And that's what he said. He said, yeah, it's great that people talking about my 3-ball. He said, but I still think that a layup is the best shot in basketball.
Yeah.
Again, it's just key little things that he's saying, bro. It's like you not.
It's simple. It's simple. It's simple. He breaks it down simple, man.
Yep. And Jaren said a couple weeks ago that we don't. He can't tell us yet how they're planning to use him. I was thinking it was in some other fashion, but like what you said, what you said, and you've been saying this for months actually. Like I've heard you say that before. to me, it's a reality, bro. That could really be a thing, and that's probably why we saw clips of him working out on that
in the offseason. And if you look at the numbers, Jaren, I don't know, ask the nerds who I don't know the exact number, but Jaren has some type of isolation scoring stat where he's like top 5, like in the whole NBA, right? And I'm like, if this coaching staff, which I know is going to be high in analytics, if they look at that type of stuff, I think you're going to see a lot of plays where you're running the same type of actions with Jaren that you run with Ja, and they look unguardable as shit. And Zach Edey's out there too, or Brandon Clark's out there, and they just look ridiculous. Like I think this could be a very fun, very scary season where the Grizzlies simply decide, hey, we're going to zig where everybody else is zagging. Y'all stand there and shoot 53s a game. We're going to punish you with this 7'5" monster. And John Morant. You got to choose. I want to get dunked on by Ja, or I want to get punished and stuffed under the basket by Zach Edey. Which one do I want? Or I can kick it out to Desmond Bain or Luke Kennard or whoever.
You can't guard everybody. Simple. Yeah. You can't guard everybody.
Basketball is a simple game.
And they're going to have to shoot threes because you're not getting in the paint, bro. Like, what you going to do?
Right.
He stayed. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep going back to Edey. We might well just jump to Edey at this point. That man said that he feels comfortable with him losing weight, that he can go out to the perimeter because he said he knows Jaren behind him. The fact that he even is open to doing shit like
yeah.
Bro,
one other team can say that. One other team can say my center is going to guard the perimeter.
Not Jokic.
Right. Because most of these teams are 4.
Not Gobert.
That's why I don't care about how tall Marcus Smart is. I don't care about like a lot of these conversations we have. Are so ridiculous, bro.
2 7-footers at the paint. Like, what you gonna do?
7-footers who are dogs on the defensive end.
Yeah. Damn.
I'm telling you, bro.
Scary hours in the way.
October 7th. I think it's
like I said, I think we're gonna see real fast. Like we're gonna be good at shit. And then you're gonna get Vince and Gigi back sometime late November, early December, and it's gonna be like, all right,
I'll get the crazies back. That's over with.
Crazy people. That's over with. You're really about to beat the hell out of everybody. Because imagine if you're trying to figure out. Imagine if you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I stop Ja and Edey? And then you got this Condor and Jaren is just out there doing crazy shit. And then Gigi Jackson comes back like, okay, bro, fuck all 4 of them at the same time.
We got too many crazy dudes.
And you have to watch this 7'5" monsters out there. Like, bro,
we can't compete. Like, they can't do nothing with that, bro. Like, these folks.
And people talk. The craziest thing I heard people say this summer. I feel so good having this conversation, bro. The craziest thing I've heard people talk about this summer was, Edey will be fine until the playoffs when teams are going to play him off the court, right?
Yeah, all right.
Defense, right?
Cool, all right.
Who's playing Nikola Jokic off the court?
Exactly.
Nobody,
because he's going to give you 30 points a game. Zach
Edey and free throws.
His free throws. Oh my God! Don't even talk about that. But you know how many points we gave away during the Steven Adams era simply because he couldn't make
free throws. Oh my goodness!
You know how many times Ja would run a pick and roll. Ja would get the ball to Steven Adams. He didn't know what to do with it because he's like, "Oh, don't foul me," so he'd kick it back out, or he would go to the basket, get fouled, and couldn't make the free throws. Bro, Zach Edey is gonna, bro. If y'all want free money, I'm not Daniel Greer, but whatever the first game of the season is, bet the house on a Zach Edey double because that shit is happening. Game 1.
Game 1.
Vegas probably don't realize it. If you want to make some money, bet a Zach Edey double.
15-10 first game. 15-10 first game. Straight up.
Bro, I need to. I know that. The Michael Cole has became the Amar Rashad for Scottie Pippen Jr. I need to be that dude for Zach Edey. I need to be that dude for Zach Edey, for real.
Hell yeah.
But gentlemen, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I'm sitting here watching this Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix.
It's fire.
This shit good as hell, bro.
It's fire. Chris need to watch it.
Man, halfway laughing at his ass, halfway calling him a creep. Hey, Vince McMahon, that man be sitting right next to Diddy because that man was.
Nah, he's a terrible person. Terrible.
He on the tapes.
He on the tapes for sure.
If he did, make room, spread out.
Vince right in the middle.
Make room for Vince right there in between, y'all.
Hey.
But Chris, you need to watch that, John, bro. I'm telling you, it's amazing, bro.
It make you want to be just like him, and it make you be like, this is
hate
like
him.
One of the worst people in the
ever
world.
existed.
All at the same time, bro.
I'm about to catch that one. I'm trying to finish up this Menendez story now, but I think that's on my list.
Yeah, well, y'all take it light, John.
My God, make sure y'all check out the Anthony Sane Show, 12 o'clock Wednesday and Fridays, bro. We appreciate you tapping in for sure. For sure.
King stepped in on saying came in like a Baptist preacher and spoke the truth to us. Nothing but facts.
I'm super interested in that, bro. Like everything that's coming out that everybody is saying. Luke, I mean, we ain't even got on him yet. And we're gonna probably have to run through them because I know time is kind of getting spent. Man, we appreciate y'all tapping in, man. We almost at 600 on all platforms right now. Appreciate y'all. Give it up for yourselves. For sure.
It's a late night. So appreciate y'all hanging with us for
real. Luke was talking about like just the different facets of the offense that he couldn't even speak about. Like it's finna get crazy, bro. And him saying pointing that out, it's just like I can see it easily. I can see that easily all day. And you ain't even seen him. You know, they were talking about him in the workouts, how he's, passing backdoor, catching, getting cuts, or he's catching a rebound, don't even jump. Because what are you gonna do? It's Yao Ming
7'5" and that can move. He's mobile. Like, and I don't know, bro. It's just people not really understanding like what's brewing. Like, this is I can't go with y'all. Yeah, he's still a rookie. The pillars still for both y'all. Hope, bro. That's everybody keeps saying he's young and he's not 18. He's not 19. He has played high level basketball for literally his whole life. He went from IMG.
No, not his whole life. No.
Who he played before IMG?
Bro, he was a hockey and baseball player.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. His whole basketball life. I mean, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
I'm about to say.
I know that. No, I know that.
And they recruited. Look, and let me just add this in there for those that don't know. I'm gonna let you continue. For those that don't know, he got recruited to IMG strictly off his height.
Yes, because he's big. He tall. Like
they knew he wasn't. He was not it yet. And from what I'm remembering, I'm not gonna say who said it, but because I think he said it on wax, but I don't want to put his name on this if he didn't. I think he did. But anyway, somebody that was there in the mix at that time said that they used to like try to make him quit. Like they tried to put him through the ringer, like to make him tougher because he just wasn't there yet. And you see him on the other side of it, bro. It's like if he did that in this condensed amount of time. Bro.
And K and put K's coming up there right now. Put K's coming. Now that is what people are forgetting. He is 22 years old. He has been playing high level basketball for his whole basketball career, and that's not even been that long. Every level he's been on, he's been successful, and he's been able to adapt. If Derrick Lively can play in the finals, Edey can too. Exactly. Derrick Lively and Edey is way more skilled than Lively. Just how I believe that's Kenny talking right there. Just how Kenny said. Edey is not a regular rookie, bro. He's not. He's built differently, mentally and physically. People think we're gonna play him off the court. The one comment said when people get switched to HGA and all that, Edey can move. I'm not saying he can lock down Shea, but he's not a cone on defense. He can move. And we have so many pieces around him that if that does happen, we have good enough people that we can consolidate for his lapses on defense if they are there. And they're going to be 2-way minimum. So if Derrick Lively can play meaningful and Daniel Gafford, like those two are literally the two bigs on a finals team. And the Mavericks made it to the finals. But we have Zach Edey, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Brandon Clark. You can't say we can't do the same thing the Mavericks just did? Like, come on, bro. Like,
while you keep cooking, I'm going to show something that, like, this is what sold me. And this is Edey, in his words, 10 to 15 pounds heavier.
Yeah, he 290, like 295 now, bro. Like,
yeah.
Come on, bro. But, yeah, like, he opens up so much thing. I didn't mean to turn to Zach Edey episode, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Hey, we gotta talk about it, bro.
Like he opens up so many things for this team that we literally have never seen. Like, yes, Mark was the best big in probably Grizz history, but he wasn't physically imposing the way Edey is in this type of way. Zebo, great big, but he didn't have the height factor that Edey has had. So it's just all the things that.
Hold on, real quick, Evan. I think
yeah. Go ahead.
I think this is the clip. Watch this pick and roll.
There.
No, it's not this one. Mm-hmm. My bad. I think it's coming next. He is about to sit down on the perimeter.
Ain't that one.
Come here. Bring your ass here. What you finna do?
He's sitting.
Come here.
Lock in.
Come here.
Lock in.
Come here.
Do something. We there.
And you're not gonna score at the rim because guess who coming on top of him? Pause.
Jaren.
Bro, like
or BC.
Stop.
Or Ja mess around and block a shot. Like, come on, bro.
Stop.
He's sitting.
Stop, bro.
He's sitting. He's
Look at
sitting.
this.
He's sitting. Get off of. You're not doing nothing with it.
And that's 10 to 15 pounds heavier, dog. Like,
he can move, bro. People think he gonna be a Rudy Gobert. He's not. He's not a Rudy Gobert.
I'm not worried about that.
I'm not worried about it, bro. Like, he's fine, bro. Like, he can literally guard 3 through 5. As long as you don't have like a KD or something on the perimeter. Like, if you have an average 3, I feel like he can guard them respectively. Honestly, if it comes to a switch, we seen he can guard. So people, he's not ready for player basketball. He's not ready for high level basketball. I just don't see that. That's part of the reason I'm not gonna try to pivot on Gigi again. That's why I'm not worried about Gigi, because Gigi has played high level basketball for a long time, and we have so many guys around him that can make that time easier for them and not make that such a big moment for them, because they are both built different mentally and physically. Gigi Jackson is a 6'9" dang near prodigy of basketball. Like, he's been cold for a long time. Edey, the exact opposite, has not played basketball for a long time, but he's a physical specimen, and he has things that you can't teach, and he sees basketball in a way different way. So you combine those two guys plus all the talents we have around them, that's a recipe for a championship if everyone is healthy and if TJ can put the piece together.
Yeah. I'll say this to end on Edey, because we ain't got to spend too long, because we haven't beat it at the dead horse at this point. All I say is to keep y'all eyes open. In regards to this, what you're saying, NK, don't look at his age. I wouldn't even say just look at his experience and his accolades, because obviously 2-time player of the year, that speaks for itself. Sometimes dudes just have it, bro. You can tell when dudes have it. You can. And for a long time, I get the pessimism in regards to like the way that the Grizzlies have drafted in the past. Me and Evan, we got off the last episode. I think we was on here maybe another hour and a half talking about Grizzlies history.
We were getting mad.
We went down the past draft picks, things like that. In the past, I got you. You can instantly tell that Edey is different. And I'm going to tell you on top of that, not just what we saying, listen to how the players are talking about him. They don't talk about rookies the way that they've been talking about Edey. I'm sorry. No. Zaire was Ja's little brother.
Little brother. That's
my brother, man. About Zaire like that. He wasn't talking about Bane like that. They wasn't talking about even like none of the guys that have come through. They are talking about, or we're talking about them the way they're talking about Edey. It's a reason for that. And like I said, we ain't gotta, we ain't here to convince nobody, because
proofs in the pudding, bro.
T-minus 30 some days, bro.
Y'all gonna see.
Shown. Yeah, it's gonna be shown. So,
and this is the last thing. And I always have to go back to bad analogies, because I'm very bad at giving analogies. If y'all watch like any type of movie, especially Marvel movie, you know how the actors are trying to hide like what the movie's about, who's gonna show up, and all that. That's exactly what the Grizzlies are doing right now. It's like they know what they got in their hands, but they just want to show they don't want to show their hand right quick, because they know y'all ain't ready for what's finna happen. They are talking differently because they have differently.
Yep.
Like, look at any movie, Robert Smith. The actors ain't saying nothing. They trying to dance around the questions and not trying to say anything. They literally said, we can't tell y'all how much we using Edey. Jaren said that. Luke said that.
Yep. Everyone
is saying, yo, y'all ain't ready for what this 7'4" dude got ready for y'all. And people aren't really Edey wearing a 4-man when you snatch the saying you slow. But I can see that definitely happen. It's just people aren't realizing what we have on our hands with Edey and this team as a whole, and people are really undermining what this team could and will be. Okay, exactly. Edey been that size his whole life. He knows how to move his body in a way to be effective in the game. He's not a slowpoke behemoth that's just moping around all the time. Like, y'all have made me think. King Meeks, we appreciate you joining the hype train, bro. Hop on now before the whole league get on, and then it's gonna be too late at that point.
They already there, man. Go look at NBA socials today. Everybody's jocking the Grizzlies, man. Already.
Training camp ain't even started shit. Training camp ain't started. They on the way. They probably in Nashville. They probably just got to Nashville probably tonight or today. Yeah, today. And oh man, y'all don't understand.
K-Mix said, so will Randall help Minnesota because Edey and JJ going to destroy them, bro?
Minnesota shot themselves in the foot. My bad. My bad.
No, you good. We literally were talking about this, how Jaren destroyed Cat and Gobert last year by itself with a G League team. He was already gonna come back with the Avengers on different type of timing. But you sub out Cat for Randall, it's over. They literally shot themselves in the foot, bro.
I am no means a Minnesota fan. I actually dislike Minnesota very much, honestly, ever since we played them.
And they got some cocky fans after being irrelevant for 25 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I do not like the Minnesota, but as a basketball fan, I hated that move for them because they literally, as Shane said, had a formula that not a lot of teams can match up with. And they literally said, forget that. And the Grizzlies, one of their previous playoff opponents, literally did what they did, but better. We literally have a better twin tower than what Minnesota did.
Folks said, we don't want no smoke, bro. Sorry.
Like, bro, Jaren is gonna look at Randall like food, bro. Like food, bro.
He should.
And what is Gobert? You think Gobert physically dominates, but what is he gonna do with 7'5" Asian white boy? Now you know what I mean, Asian Canadian boy. Like he not
ain't the bang. Some of me ain't guys.
I mean, like you not finna do nothing with him. He already is. That's who gets plays off the court because he tried. The only way Gobert is. I'm all over the place. Let me calm down because I'm getting passionate about it. The only way Gobert is effective is if he physically imposes his will on other people. Edey is one of the few people in the league he cannot do that. And it's simple as that. You got Pops in there.
Yeah, what's up, Pops?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they set them up for success, bro. Like the Desmond Bain said today, he said, we're not making him do too much so that he can just ease his own way, his way on in. But I promise you, he gonna ease his way in. So it's gonna be the easiest, like y'all said, the easiest double every night because of just his skill set. That's easy.
Facts.
It was gonna be gone in 5 years. No one stays with. I didn't think he was gonna stay in Minnesota that long anyway. But now,
I wouldn't surprise if he leave because he even said he even said that he didn't like that they traded Cat. He said he did not like that himself. Jalen Brunson and Knicks don't even seem to be happy to get Cat. So like, I don't know what them two front offices was doing because Memphis has been cheap and made their roster where Randall's a guarantee no show in the playoffs. If we can see it, but
it's documented.
But the people that are making millions of dollars can't see that though. So hey, what do we know? We don't get paid millions of dollars to make basketball decisions. So what do we know? But that I was honestly like, I wasn't worried about Minnesota, but I had them more in a priority on my like contenders against us before that trade. Now they done dropped a few spots in my opinion. Yeah. Like I'm not worried about Minnesota.
They might get a 5-6 seed. That's where I see about 5-6.
I see them no more than 6. Honestly, I don't see them getting a top 5 seed in the West. I just don't. I see them getting a 6. I see them getting a playing spot. Real talk, they can be fighting for a playing spot. 6 through 10. Yeah, honestly, I just don't see it, bro. Time to get
that trade, and they weren't supposed to. You can say it was
They neither team liked the trade. The only player that liked the trade, and I don't even think it's true, but they probably reported that DiVincenzo didn't like the whole Nova Knicks thing, but maybe he didn't. I don't see a lot of merit in that because why wouldn't you like playing with the team that just you played your best basketball with and you getting your partners from college? It don't make sense to me.
And anywhere else you ain't gonna start.
That's what I'm saying. You was starting playing your best basketball of your career and all your partners from high school. I'm not from high school, from college on the same team. Why wouldn't you like? So that's why I want to check the validity in that report because it don't make sense to.
They said he was upset because he wasn't gonna be starting now. He was starting last year, but because Mikal is there now, it's over with. I get that, but you're not starting nowhere else. So it's like,
and that's probably your best.
My guys,
yeah, it's probably your best. So you rather no disrespect to Mike Conley. You rather start beside Mike Conley than come off the bench to Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges.
He's not starting in Minnesota.
He won't be starting because I put they could throw Ant to the 3 and then Julius Randle.
Got Jaden McDaniels, bro. He ain't starting over him. They just paid that man plenty money.
That's true.
You got he Mike Conley and Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Gobert. Yeah, he's off the bench. Easy. So now you just in a cold city. Well, New York is cold too, but yeah, it's a different experience with dudes you probably ain't gonna even vibe with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and dudes that don't want you there. Dudes that don't want you there.
They might not. So,
Knicks fans, nobody's happy. Nobody's happy except, I guess, the front offices, I guess, because no one likes that. It didn't make sense.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. New York fans are the worst, bro. He's gonna get paid.
Them and Boston fans are, in my opinion, the worst fans in modern sports. New York and Boston.
The very first interview he had where his voice changes pitch.
They gonna fry dude. They gonna fry him.
Over. It's over.
We're in Minnesota now.
Yeah, stop. Stop.
Ain't nothing to
so
do.
We already talked about Edey for a long time, man. Let's try to do a rundown on all the players, and we'll get out of here. Let's start with Ja. What you got on Ja with Media Day?
I think Sam hit on it great. Just the maturity that we've seen with him. And we kind of talked about a little bit. I kind of talked about a little bit in our opening segment. I'm glad he's him. He's still Ja that's going through some things. And you can tell he's learned from all the mistakes, but he just seems in a such happy and tranquil place. I just feel like that's the best. There's two types of Ja. Happy Ja and people counting out Ja. And I feel like we got to combine both of them Ja's right now. And I feel like that's a scary type for everybody. I feel like he's just gonna be playing free. Like he's done trying to prove anything. He's proven he's one of the best players in the league. He's proven he's one of the best, if not the best point guard in the league. He's proven he can compete toe-to-toe with the best players in the league, which he's done on multiple occasions. All Ja need now is a chip. Maybe MVP if you care about individual accolades. Yeah, the MVP matters. I would love to see Ja Morant, of course, win MVP, obviously, and I feel like he can do that this year. But I feel like he just cares about the chip, man. So I love everything I heard from Ja. Honestly,
I got a hashtag that I want to start tonight. I don't know if it's corny to y'all, but I love it. Hashtag Joy Ja. That's all day. I seen. I seen just Ja with just joy all day today, bro. He had a smile on his face in everything that he did. Yeah. And it wasn't just to show the grill. It literally, you could tell, like, I'm gonna tell you how I knew he had a lot of joy just in his heart, in his body, spirit, mind, soul, all that. That Instagram live that popped up last night, probably about 12 midnight.
Just in the gym, just kicking
go
with his
back to that video and just see Ja smile, bro. Like
he's happy, bro.
Pause, no homo, all of that. But like it was a different, like, just joy. I know what joy looked like, bro. And that looked like joy. Like, y'all don't understand what I've been through. Yeah, it may have been my own doing, but like everything that I've been through to get to this point now, Nike ain't give up on me. My family ain't give up on me. My team is surrounding me with what I need to succeed, to a certain extent. Like, everything is lining up for dude, man. And when I saw him on that video last night, just like I said, we talk about aura, like it was something different. It almost was like, I don't know, like dude was really like glowing in the face. And you could tell, like, all right, happy Ja, scary Ja for sure. But he ended that live as well. It's like, I ain't forgot about y'all. I'm coming for all y'all Nick too. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna tear you up with a smile on my face. Just know that. But I love that, bro, for real. I'm excited to see. He talked about a jump shot today. He talked about some things that it sounds like us as fans, sometimes we get caught up and think that what we saying on social media and in these podcasts, like we're like we giving somebody game, or like we telling them what they probably don't already know. Ja know he need a jump shot. He been knowing that. But he said the way that but the way that he spoke about it today was kind of like, no, I know that me having a jumper is important to my health because I know that I haven't played a lot of games. And for me to win a chip, I gotta be on, I gotta be out there available for my team. And me having a jumper is gonna be, the way that I do that. Him saying that is like, okay, self-awareness, you worked on what you needed to, you good. Let's jump to Trip. Anything interesting from Trip that you love to hear, just like to hear, whatever?
I think Trip started this whole thing kind of in the offseason. I don't know how it goes out to everybody else, but for me, Jaren since he was here last year, he was the first one that kind of gave off like, hey, this championship a bust. Because in the summer, Ja wasn't talking that much because he was busy with his AAU team and Dez. Dez don't do nothing. He don't talk in the offseason. He just be with him and his family in Texas. Dez got married. Shout out Dez for getting married. So I feel like Jaren just cemented his flag on like, hey, I'm one of the leaders of this team. I'm one of the pivotal pieces of this franchise, and it's championship or bust. And I feel like he just cemented that even more because I feel like he was the first one to speak, at least how it came out to me. And I loved hearing that. Shout out to him how he spoke very thoroughly about Dikembe Mutombo and RIP him. He passed away today for head cancer, one of the most prominent defenders in his era and one of the biggest ambassadors for basketball in Africa. So shout out to Dikembe for everything he did for the game of basketball. But I feel like that just shows the depth of a person that is Jaren Jackson Jr. And I've been, as an athlete, I feel like you can attest to this. When you have a deeper meaning of life outside of your sport, I feel like that makes you play your sport better. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like you have a deepness and depth about you outside of it.
They call it the reason why.
Exactly. And I feel like Jaren, I'm not saying the other guys on the team don't. I'm not going to say that. But I feel like Jaren, with how he talked about Dikembe, that shows that, hey, I love basketball to death, but there's like real human being outside of just the Jaren Jackson, the basketball player. I feel like that comes out more on the court because he went through a lot last year. Even though he played, he was the sole survivor to speak last year, kind of fending for everything on himself. I feel like that changed Jaren a lot. I don't know him personally. I wish I could get to him personally, but I feel like that maturity and that growth was shown out today through everything he spoke about the championships, to how he spoke about Dikembe. I just see a real deep, grown, mature dude compared to the 18, 19-year-old when he first got here. So I'm just love to see the growth from Jaren.
Yeah, him speaking about Dikembe for some kind of weird reason. Like I hate that I had to kind of hear that on the day that he passed. I wish I would have heard Jaren talk about this before, but it kind of lined up a lot with just who he is, the person on the court, and all, like you said, like the blocks. I didn't know that him and Dikembe, like, and his dad had that type of a relationship.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was his dad's roommate. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
yeah, I know that. Yeah.
You being a defensive player, all right, cool.
It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
You wanting to, make the world a better place for women basketball, outside of basketball, like being on the NBA PA, like
yeah, it makes sense.
NBA was doing all this stuff, and it's like,
yeah,
okay, was this dude your goddad? Like, what? I don't know,
mentor or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know the extent of the relationship, but some of that stuff that he was saying is like, okay, this is where you may get some of these things from. It makes sense. So, like you said, definitely RIP to Dikembe. That was wild, bro. Like, to hear that, it was just so random. But shout out to his family. Thoughts and prayers to them. But yeah, I'm with you. Championship talk. Time to lock in. Glad to have his boys back. Now it's just time to prove it. I ain't got much to say on Jaren. He got my support. Just go out there and do what you got to do as the X factor of this team. Because we're gonna go. Ja's gonna take us to new heights. But you the one that we need to basically be the glue of all this together. So shout out to Jaren. Dez and Bane. I know you talked a little bit about him already. Quick hits on him.
Just Dez being Dez, honestly. Like I talked about this a few episodes ago. Dez is the most, in my opinion, consistent, just even keel player on this team. And that's if of course Ja is the face of this team, obviously. But if there's someone I want to be ambassador for Memphis or the Grizzlies, it would be Desmond Bane. That's just my opinion. He's super steady. He's gonna get from him. He's has a good head and shoulders, and that it's just Dez being Dez, man. Like he's a family man, he's a hard worker, and I don't see any of that changing anytime soon. Like you said, hopefully he can reel in a little bit of the aggressiveness so he stays on the court, but I'd rather have someone being aggressive than being passive. So just Dez being Dez, man. Just loved everything I heard from him. And the little I did hear from him. But that's the one guy I'm not worried about where his head at, where his morals at, anywhere, because he loves basketball, he loves his team, he loves Memphis, and he's gonna consistently be the leader of this team as time goes forward.
Yeah, nothing really stood out for me from Dez because he echoed the same sentiments. It's like we know what we got to do.
Yeah,
it's our time to take that next step. I probably should have been an all-star, but I'm gonna work my ass off to stay on the court, not get injured, and lead this team. And he know he had to work on, which for him was conditioning, so he can stay out there full games, defend, and maximize himself for the team. So nothing stood out for me, but like you said, him just being steady and a constant for the team. Like I said, I call him the leader all the time. It makes sense. I didn't need nothing from Dez, honestly. If Dez didn't even show up, I would have been fine because I just know. Who we got? We already talked about Edey. Let's talk about Smart real quick. Your guy that you said is untouchable. Anything you hear from Smart that you like to hear?
That clip is gonna reign in infamy on the Bluff City Media Network page, and I'm okay with it because I'm standing on 10 toes behind my boy 360, 36. Now I kind of talked about before. He just seems to be way more like close with the team, more like if y'all don't understand, I'm a very like vibe and energy type of guy. Like I'm more like your actions speak louder than your words. Like your words can say a lot of things, but I like to see how you move. He just seemed a lot more at home with the team, more than he did last year. So it wasn't nothing he specifically said. I like that he did say he wanted to get with Edey early and wanted to see how he looked. Again, that's another veteran guy. Or is Smart the oldest player on the team since Derrick Rose retired? I think he is. Yeah. So it's crazy saying that Smart's an elder statesman. He don't seem to be that old. It's just team is just young. But just 30. Being the veteran guy on the team, looking out for one of the young rooks that you will be playing side by side, it just made me feel better on that he was doing that. So again, just like the vibe, he seemed to be more at home with the team. I like that he got with Edey. So that was just my takeaways from Smart.
Yeah, I know it was people be getting so mad, man, when people just theorize. I put a tweet out there because it was a guy that put some theories in regards to Marcus Smart. Let me just say that it's okay to theorize when you don't have information. It's okay. Like, as long as you are okay being wrong if you died on that hill. And I don't think this guy had a hill to die on. He was just more so saying, like, all right, when he seen Smart, it could be some things of XYZ. And I told, I retweeted it saying, like, I don't think you questioning that is off base because we haven't seen, or heard from Marcus Smart. Not saying that we are obligated to, but just in this day and age of social media and content and all that, like, that's one person that we didn't see. And so it leaves you to, sometimes the mind is going to wander. That's with anything. But him being there, like you said, giving that tidbit of information that he did get in the gym with Edey. Don't know how long he's been in with the guys. I know he said he just had the child, so congratulations to him. I just think that if he is on this team, bro, I think it does push us forward. He was happy, like he said, to be here from the start, basically of the summer, and not be trying to insert himself into a team that was already had things going. He's able to absorb and kind of mold his role in this new offense like everybody else. And that's a good thing for this team. So I'm excited for him. I hate he cut his hair and we didn't get to see the blue in it, but it's all good. I know the green was for his mom. It wasn't just a Celtics. I think that was her favorite color as well. So
yeah,
it was
kind of
double entendre. But maybe we can get over a little, little mohawk.
He may grow back. He may grow back out. He may do something else. Long season.
They got to get my boy a Memphis barber though, because they were talking about a fresh chop. I was like, that wasn't a fresh chop. Come on, 3-6. That was not a fresh chop.
You live in Memphis now. You need go to Orange, man. Go to North Memphis. Go to somewhere that y'all can get a
fresh get sliced.
Go get chopped up for real. Like, come on.
Yeah. Who else we got? Let's talk. I got one I'm gonna bring up. Jake LaRavia.
I don't care.
Come on, bro. Don't be like that.
You know how I feel about this dude.
Don't be like that.
You know how I feel. Okay, I'm actually.
We have a responsibility to be objective on this show, man. Come on.
You know how? Okay.
Be like that.
Okay, let me lock in. Still nothing that Jake. I know he was talking about like he think this could be the best year of his career, which 30 in the league, it tracks. He came off a good end year last year, played decent in some league. It tracks. This is what that Marcus Smart said. He did say he think Jake could be one of the premier defenders on this team. I could see like intangible defensive wise, but I don't see like logistically of that. But yeah, Jake just he feels like he's ready to take that leap, And I like to hear that from Jake. Even though I'm not the biggest Jake LaRavia fan, I like people that haven't self-belief. You laughing at me talking me being objective, but you the one that's laughing at me trying to say something positive about dude.
It's all good. Like, brother. Keep going. I ain't trying to knock y'all.
But yeah, like I like what I hear about Jake. Hopefully he stands on it. Hopefully he does have a good year in his limited minutes. He hopefully gets because in the play groups, when the play groups come around, he may start showing out again. In the play groups, tell James he play group all-star, play group superstar. But
that's what we heard.
So yeah, just hope Jake can just play this season healthy and with confidence. I feel like he can be serviceable to this team in the limited time he does get.
Yeah. I think depending on him in this absence of your two like promising wings is kind of crazy, but I go back and forth because Dez said last year before the season that we need to watch out for Jake, and then didn't much happen after that. But he got another endorsement by Marcus Smart. So I'm gonna take him at their word that he's able to fill in and just hold over. I don't think he's gonna take a leap because I just don't think the minutes are gonna be there. But in the fact, when it comes to him or Jitty, for his sake, I hope he goes out there and performs. So I ain't got no hate to throw LaRavia's way. He did sound more confident in his tone today. And for that, I got to give him credit because I don't know if I've ever heard him sound like that. I think him just getting that monkey off his back of coming in with all these dudes trying to, put himself above. Well, we know where Vince is. Vince is solidified. So you ain't got to compete with him no more.
Yeah.
Roddy is gone. Zaire is gone. You really ain't even competing with Jitty. Jitty just around.
Jitty just vibing. He just Jitty.
Yeah.
He just vibing.
He is the dude that got hired at the job that ain't gonna never probably get fired. He just there and because
what's called a morale hire, a chemistry piece. It's some corporate jargon I've heard before that people just everybody like him. He seems to not ruffling any feathers. He not doing nothing too bad. He ain't doing nothing too good either.
Right.
Jake Rivers, that's just Jit. And you know what? If Jit on this team, hey, I wish he wasn't, but I like Jit. He vibe. He got the sleeve and stuff. He played that prank on Jalen Williams, but I thought it was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. I gotta lie. I can't even lie. But yeah, when it comes to Jake, do your thing. Just don't do too much. If you get more than 15 minutes a game,
do too much. Do too much.
I'm saying do too much in a bad way because he be shooting like ill-advised shots and stuff, bro.
I want him to succeed. My thing is just that we got to see it, and we haven't seen it to this point. If Jake LaRavia turn into, I don't got a comp at all. But
I was like who?
He just turned to a serviceable player, bro. That's a win. It's just we ain't seen it yet. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't rooting for his downfall at all. Like, do what you got to do. And he did say that this is a time for him to actually get that opportunity. I just don't want to. Lord, please don't get this man another injury. He done had enough. That man can get the weirdest injuries, like a left abductor gluteus maximus tear. How you tear your booty muscle playing basketball? Like, what you got going, bro? Like, it'd be the weirdest. It'd be the weirdest injuries, bro.
Oh my goodness.
We talked about. I'm gonna throw GD in there. We ain't gonna go down the line with them. Santi, what's your thoughts on Santi from today?
Again, nothing really stood out. I know they questioned him on his contract a little bit, but he didn't really give like a straight up, like, unless I missed something, y'all can please correct me if I'm wrong. He didn't really give a straight up answer on it. Again, I think he knows what's gonna be required for him. The fact he's gonna kind of be that Swiss Army knife kind of alongside Vince. That's what I did like that Vince said. He kind of said, which you already knew. I just like that Vince already knows. Mm-hmm. I'm getting on Vince right there. It's about Santi. But yeah, just nothing besides like him having the same like goal as everybody else. Santi, we talked about on the show before, like he's seen be disgruntled a few times when they traded Steve-O and this like that. Maybe he's let all those demons go. Hopefully, maybe he can just be present in Memphis with the people that's on the team. And that's what he gave when he was talking. So that's really all off of Santi. What about you?
They asked him about just his aggressiveness, his mindset change when he's playing FIBA or Olympic ball versus playing NBA ball. And he talked about just some of the ways that he can incorporate that into his NBA game. It sounds like he's ready to be more aggressive, bro. And honestly, like, I just want him to be in control if he's going to be aggressive, because we all know I hate that freaking pull up Santi 3 on a fast break with nobody around him. It gives me Dylan Brooks PTSD. And that ain't winning basketball, bro. Especially like he can hit the 3, but he's not no knockdown. So that's my thing. Like, be more aggressive. Be
controlled, though. Controlled
in your aggression. Exactly. Thank you. So that's all I want to see from him. He's in a contract year, so it's really make or break. It's either we go ahead and re-sign you to a longer extended deal, or we get your trade value up and we get you up out of here to add you to whatever deal that's going to help this team be solidified going into this finals run. knock on wood, Lord willing. So we'll see. Again, I ain't rooting against Santi, but I think that between him and BC, I think you're going to have to choose between them because they both backup power forwards. He's not a center. I think Jay Huff is going to solidify that backup center role pretty easily this season. So it's going to be up to him. Is he going to beat out BC for the long-term spot, get this extension, and they do something with that? But you can't have 3 backup wings, especially when both of them can't play center. It just ain't going to work. So that led me to BC. I didn't see nothing from BC besides his weird hair. I ain't see nothing. Did you see anything from BC?
Nah, nothing of note. Nothing of note. And a little bit on Santi. You could maybe realistically move Santi to the 3, like realistically, maybe, but that still doesn't really fit well with the rest of the team.
I got GG and Vince. I'm not wasting.
That's what I'm saying. Like it don't fit that well. So I agree with your point. But I've seen people say Santi can play. He can be a 7'3", but you have 2 other options that are better at his position. So I can see that happening, but in the long term, I don't see that. But yeah, on BC, nothing of note. He just said that he glad he got a whole offseason healthy, that he can like rehab and all that, which is good to hear. We want to see our players healthy. So hopefully, he did talk about last year, like it was something in a few games he played, like his conditioning was so bad because he just wasn't used to playing basketball. So again, he got a whole summer under his legs. He said he's been working on his ball handling and stuff like that. And hopefully we see that. Hopefully we see a no more punt fading for your San Francisco go strong and dunk it. If you're talking about Santi, I agree. Yeah, you're talking about Santi.
Yep.
So yeah, I agree. But on BC, like hopefully he gets his legs up on him. Hopefully we can get King Meats. Hopefully we can get the live there BC back because I feel that's another to enhance Ja, just another guy you can throw it up to and go get it. But yeah, nothing no. Just hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully he can get his legs up on him so we can get the Wild Man VC back. And I mean, Wild Man is an endearing comment. Like, I mean, that's the best BC being kind of just flying all over the place and being athletic above the rim. That's the best BC. So hopefully we get and no more corner threes. Please stop shooting corner threes. This is a message. Stop shooting corner because every time you shot one, it used to make me cry a little bit because he hit like maybe like 1 out of like every like 15 he shoot. So please stop shooting corner threes, BC. I love you though. I stay on the team, but stop shooting threes.
I got nothing, so I ain't gonna. Not that I don't care about BC. I love him on the team. I didn't watch anything from him. So, Vince Williams, what you got on Vince?
That's who I liked hearing from. I hate that he got hurt, obviously, but he seemed to be in pretty good spirits about it. Like you can really tell, like who's hurt for a long time and who's not hurt for a long time, and him and Gigi because their vibes and energy was just way different. It kind of hurt my heart seeing Gigi like all sad and stuff like that. It really hurt my heart because you can tell Gigi just wants to be healthy. Like you can tell that man loves basketball. Yeah, you can say he loves, like he seriously loves the game of basketball. But on Vince, I tweeted about this. The one is a funny takeaway. You can tell he really crazy because the crazy people, the one that don't think they're actually crazy. He's like, I don't really be saying nothing too much, you know, like I'll be talking Smith. Vince, like, we know you crazy. Wildin'. We know you crazy, but keep being crazy. Like he said, I'll be chilling for real. No, you don't be chilling. You be saying the most crazy.
Bro. You are a weirdo, but I love it. So
keep being crazy. But yeah, he just seems to be in really good spirits. You know, he wants to be that Swiss Army knife, which I feel like that's the best role for Vince. Like I said before, him and Dez are the 2 people I'm least worried about because they can literally play their game no matter who's on the floor with them. And I feel like he sees that. He sees himself as that utility player that can play with anybody, guard any position, and just be effective no matter what on the course. I'm glad his role is solidified. And he talked about how he kind of more peace of mind now because he's not going to South Haven. He's playing legitimate minutes now, so he can really like maximize in his role, which I feel like is a great thing for any player to have, knowing where your minutes are coming from, knowing who you're gonna play with, knowing that you're not fighting for not playing a two-way spot, you know, things like that. So I like hearing Vince. I like hearing that he's not acknowledging he's crazy because that makes him even more crazy. Yeah. And I feel like it's great that he's acknowledging that he's gonna be that gadget guy for the team. So I loved everything I heard from Vince.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for him. Him saying he want to be, you know, on the all defensive team.
Yeah, all that.
Mm-hmm. I need you in the, like you said, he's gonna play his role to a T, man. So I don't hearing him just basically say, I can't wait to get back so that I can do that with these guys. I'm ready for it, bro. He's a perfect role player for this team. And they listed him at like what 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
Which he's always looked taller than 6'4" to me anyway. I just
Yeah.
went with it because what people said, but he's always looked taller than that to me. So that's about on brand, I feel like.
Yeah, I say a good 6'6". I say a good 6'6". That's my opinion, just from what I've seen and seen him in person. But 6'6".
And even if he ain't, that man wingspan and he was showing he can guard KD. Like Tony Allen did the same thing. So who cares if he 2 inches off?
Yep.
Who else we got? Luke
Kennard.
Luke Kennard.
Nothing really of note about Luke. I talked about his contract situation earlier, but I'm gonna reiterate. I'm glad that he said he wants to be here, and no matter what, he wants to be here. So that's always good to hear people say they want to be here, because some people we've heard when they signed a 1 year deal, they kind of dance around and it was like, okay, yeah, we just came to a mutual. I didn't want to say it, but that's the exact man that came to my mind.
I got one finger for you, bro. One finger for you, but I ain't gonna show it out the way.
Yeah, but I'm just glad to say that Luke was here. I'm glad that he wants to be here, because he was here the whole summer, even when he didn't have a deal, still wearing Grizzlies stuff and all that, which is kind of funny in my opinion. But at least he's staying true to the soil. So yeah, just Luke just being Luke. That's another guy that I'm not really too worried about. Just don't come in, shoot threes, and you'll be fine. I feel like because he talked about how this offense will look different with Nola Roach, with Edey on the team. That's the stuff I like to hear. Yeah. That's the stuff that you like to hear for a shooter, because I feel like out of everybody, when a new offense comes in, about a shooter wants to know where he's getting his shots at. A shooter wants to know who he's going to be playing with, how he's going to get the ball. Right. So I'm glad those conversations are already being had. Any person that's played basketball is a shooter knows what I'm talking about and knows what Luke Kennard was talking about. So I was glad to hear all that, and hopefully, and I think he will be a great asset for the team this year. He's a little off.
Cut that off. Cut that out, bro.
Nah, I ain't rocking with that one.
I can't even let you rock with that one for real.
I can't rock with that one.
I can't stand Chandler Park. Don't do that.
Yeah, I can't rock with that one.
But yeah, Luke, like you said, the whole we saw how I think it was some plus minus stats, which I don't really care for a lot. But the fact that man, when you put him out there with Desmond Bane and Ja Morant, the plus minuses go through the roof. You put him out there with Edey, you put him out there with anybody else that's going to space the floor, Jaren, Santi, maybe Jake, Vince, Gigi, it don't matter. Whatever type of motion offense they got going, I'm excited. That's one thing Taylor Jenkins talked about with Coach Islo and Nola Roach hitting it. Just getting out of those situations where the play may break down. I don't think we're going to see as many of those cherry-picking threes this year that we've seen from Luke. I want to see that man get up about 7 to 8 of those a game, and I think in this new offense, he's going to be able to do that. No worries at all. So shout out to him, like you said, for wanting to be in the city. Say what you want. When it's somebody that want to be here, bro, you're going to always be good in my book. Because like you said, we have seen too many times where people get a contract, they stay here or whatever, they ride it out for the bread, and when they leave, they ain't got nothing but just
bad
shit to on the city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, Luke saying he wants to be here, wants to raise his family here. Shout out to you, brother. I ain't got nothing bad to say. Glad to have you. Let's see. We got Memphis May 901. I'm waiting to see this defense group we put on the floor with Vince gets healthy.
He's healthy.
Yeah. That's one of the things that we've talked about, man. That depth lineup of Smart, Vince, Edey, Jaren,
and anyone else.
Don't anybody
throw
in there.
Cam Spencer. Like I said, throw Cam Spencer when he get healthy.
Cam Spencer in there.
Another crazy man. Look, all that. Hopefully Cam Spencer get healthy with his ankle. Hopefully I know that they say he twisted his ankle. Maybe the open runs is the issue. Not got folks getting hurt in the open runs. Maybe don't go full speed open runs. I get his open runs, but hey, really, we don't need everybody getting hurt in open runs no more. Like, did Vince get hurt in a workout too? Didn't he get hurt too in a workout?
I don't think they said he per se got hurt. It started bothering him from a workout, but from what they said, that stress fracture or whatever, it could have been something that's been nagging already. So ain't no telling, bro. Maybe he grew, and that's why his thing say 6'6" now. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It happens.
Ain't no telling. Who have we not hit on? Scottie Pippen Jr. I know there was a lot of the chat at the beginning. We didn't really go down the depth of it. You got anything on Scottie?
Not really. Like he said he's going into training camp trying to like he's basically trying to take a spot, which I understand. You know, like that's a good mentality to have as a two-way guy. He thinks he's done at least enough as of right now to solidify himself as a main roster guy. And he said him in the front office has talked about that. So that's good to hear if you're in a Scottie Pippen camp. Me and Chris are a little different. We don't dislike Scottie. We're not fans of having him on a full contract. So hey, I love the confidence from Scottie. I know they talked about a lot with like he's really disattached himself from like, well, he's embraced the underdog mentality he's had because that's been his whole career, especially being Scottie Pippen's son. So I like to hear those type of stories, you know. But when it comes to him this year, if he can work himself into a main roster spot, he earns it. Great, but I just feel like we can maximize more people with that spot than signing Scottie to a full year. But I like the comments I heard from Scottie.
Yeah. I look at it this way, bro. Like we got our 10 solidified in my mind, which is the 5 starters. You got that. I'm looking at the benches when they healthy. Luke, GG, Vince, BC, Son.
Yep.
So for me, this is the way I'm looking at roster construction. I need that 11th person to be strong enough to where you're not an end of bench guy, and you may not be a starting level guy, but you're one of those guys to where if anybody in that second unit goes down, at any point, like it's no drop off at all. Yeah. And for me, am I saying that Scottie Pippen is going to be his super drop off? No, like he's earned a spot. But in this year where everything is about maximizing this group, I don't think losing Derrick Rose, which we got to touch on now, I'm saving him for last for a reason. But because he wasn't there today, obviously. But we got we got something to laugh about. If y'all don't watch the show normally, we got something to laugh about. If you need that backup point guard spot, or I ain't gonna even say backup point guard, but it's a backup combo guard spot.
Yeah. Facilitator, anything like that. Ball handler, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
I don't think I'm rushing to get that to 5'11" Scottie Pippen Jr. that's coming off a two-way that, yes, he had a great summer league, and yes, he played great in moments last year. But to me, that 11 spot, even though people are calling it the 14 spot, I'm putting whoever that in my brain, I'm putting them over Giddey, I'm putting them over Jake, I'm putting them over Jalen Wills right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting them in that spot and then pushing those other 3 guys, further back. Y'all battle it out. They saying they could be Jake. Yeah, we got to see. But that's the way I'm looking at the roster. And then from that point, you got 1 spot left. And who's to say that last spot don't need to go to Jay Huff?
I feel like he's gonna hoop this year. Real talk. I know we're not talking him that much. I feel like he's gonna be a great asset. He's gonna give Edey some good relief minutes. I just something about him that feel like he fits with this team so well.
Yep. And if y'all don't know nothing about Jay Huff, go just look up his YouTube highlights. That man, I don't know why he wasn't on nobody's roster, but he showed out in summer league, and it's different. Like a lot of stuff can happen in spurts and moments, but you can look at this game and say that okay, he can do this literally on any level.
He translates.
It translates. So that's where the whole thing with Scottie. He can have a roster spot next year by any means. Or if they trade off GD or Jake or somebody and you want to move him up at that point. But right now, I may even go on the limb and say that I would rather probably Cam Spencer get those minutes than Scottie right now. That's just me though.
Yeah.
It's just me.
I feel you.
I don't really want to talk about GD. He's
not really. I have nothing to say.
I ain't got nothing to really say on that.
We like you, G. We like you, GD. We like you, bro. You vibing out, but we don't really got nothing to say enough about you for real.
Yeah, I don't even think the people watching care too much about that. I didn't really listen to. I heard Cam Spencer talk a little bit, heard Jalen Will talk a little bit, but just one of them guys. I don't want to see them play this year. Like, not that I don't think they can play. I think they're gonna be great role players for us. Somebody go ahead and watch this show right now because we are at 666 viewers overall. And I don't like that. So somebody grab your other phone or something to get us. Thank you. Somebody dropped, so whatever. 65, I take it. Yeah, man. I don't want them playing because I don't want them forced into something right now that they don't need to be. Let them sit back, find where they, find their spots, get their speed in the game, and then when it's time. It's time. But yeah, I'm not rushing neither one of those guys because if they are playing a lot of minutes, something went wrong. And that's just the nature of the beast with the team we built. So, Jay Huff, like we said, excited to see what he's going to bring to the team. Am I missing anybody? Did we talk about everybody?
Except about the training camp guys. We talked about Gigi kind of throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, we ain't got to touch on that.
Hope he feel better, my guy. Hope speedy and healthy recovery. That's really it.
I ain't gonna get my hopes up of talking about it because we ain't gonna see him for a minute. So
yeah,
I love Gigi. You got the
real
biggest,
talk.
Supporters over here for sure, man. We just
for sure still start Gigi in 3,
bro. That's a
3
fact.
months. Start Gigi in 3 months.
That's a fact. Last but not least, we're gonna talk about the guy that was not at media day. Mainly because on our next season outlook series, he was.
I feel like it's our fault.
Last show,
I feel like it's our fault. I feel like it's our fault. I called y'all. Chris, I'm gonna say it anyway. I called Chris. I was mad as hell. I text Chris and said, bro, everything that we talked about is going bad. What's up, bro? My brother just tapped in, but I feel bad that as soon as we talked about D Rose and Luke Kennard, he announced his retirement in the NBA. So, as a basketball fan, I was sad to see his go, but as a fan of Derrick Rose, I get why, but I just want to give your reactions to Derrick Rose not being there and how bad did we look after the day after we released? Well, the day we released the video.
The day of
we released the video. No, hours later.
The video went live at 12. It was done at like 1:22, and the news came through like 2:45.
Yeah.
Like,
what? I text Kyle like, what just happened? Oh, I feel so bad.
He got bought out or he got waived.
Relieved. We like, what's going on?
So like, yeah, we looked real dumb with egg on our face after dropping that episode. We didn't know, nobody in the organization knew. Desmond Bain talked about it. He reached out to D Rose the next day, and D Rose said it was something that he was contemplating for a minute, man. But one thing that was key in Dez's his speech today was, or speech, I don't call it speech, but his media availability. He talked about how D Rose said he's going to be around the city, and that more than anything just warmed my heart because I remember how he talked about coming back to Memphis with his family, with PJ, his son, playing, basketball.
His wife here, his wife, all that.
Him being around Ja, his wife having roots here. Even his, PJ's mom being around to support. Like his family structure. He said, I think he even said he's never bought a house in any city he's played in. And to me, it's kind of wild to hear that because you
even in Chicago, yeah.
Like maybe he had one there. And he just talked about the other cities, maybe.
Yeah, so, he had to have a house in Chicago. I'm talking about probably like New York and Detroit and Minnesota.
Yeah, maybe that's what he meant.
Yeah,
but him saying that about the city, man, when he finally announced that that's what it was, he was retiring. I was like, all right, this dude is a class act because I think the reason why he asked for a buyout, this is just my outlook on it. You don't have to ask for a buyout to retire. You can just retire.
Yeah.
I don't know if him just retiring will have them on the hook for that money because I don't even know if he gets paid that money. But I think that history that he had in all those cities that he's played in, they say he took out a full page ad in every city.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Paper. He sent flowers to people that was important to him. He had the video that he shot. I think he didn't want to retire just one player, like in one city. Like his roots and his story touched, and it was impactful everywhere he went. Even in Cleveland for them couple months. Like
I forgot about that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Like it just the way he did it, bro, was so classy. And it sucked. I ain't gonna lie. I've never had a retirement in sports kind of get me in my feelings a little bit. Just because like you wanted to root for the man so bad to come back for the serious injury he had, and it never got back there.
Yeah.
But the respect was always still there. Like, yeah. So icon. Bro.
Legend. Simple as that. I'm just as a native Memphian, it just something feels right as the guy that started his not his professional career, but his important. I won't say important. Like what would you call his starting his career? Like it's not. Let's
keep it a bean. That's professional, bro. He was getting bread. He was getting something.
Yeah, like he started his let me say his meaningful basketball career. It starts and ends in the great state.
We'll say that.
Yeah, it's an adult. Yeah, it's an adult basketball career. Great in the great state of Memphis, and I say it's state because if y'all from Memphis, y'all get what I'm saying. Memphis is a state. So it just something felt good about that. Did I really want him to play this year? I wanted to see him and Ja on the court at the same time so much, and we did it.
Give it to me one time, bro.
Just come out of retirement, just to throw a lob so you check out the game, retire. That's all he needs to do. Just 1 day contract, like all that.
Right.
But now, like I was just kind of echoing what you're saying. I was in my fields, but I was kind of like he went on his own terms. You know, he wasn't a dude just breaking down. Like in his career, he couldn't move. Like Derrick Rose could still hoop, and I feel like those are the best retirements that people that go out on their own terms. He's just like, hey, it's not a basketball thing, it's a life thing for me, and that's what I got out of D Rose's retirement and all the speeches all the letters he wrote and all that. And I feel like it's the best way to go out. Like I don't want to talk about it, but like Vince Carter shouldn't have been playing for that long. Like, and I like Vince. If Vince played for Memphis, he got good.
What the world? Why is my phone doing this? What the world?
What are you playing?
I don't know what that was.
But like after Vince left Memphis, I don't feel like he gave any like serviceable minutes to any other team after he left Memphis. Mm-hmm. After I'm a Kobe
he was
fan.
at the dead end then, so
yeah,
it makes sense.
But like I love Kobe to death. Kobe's one of my favorite players of all time. But the last few years of Kobe's career wasn't the most pretty because he was hurt all the time. His body wasn't. But Derrick, in my opinion, the two best retirements, in my opinion, in my history, Derrick Rose and D Wade. Those two dudes could still hoop in body without the time he went out. They just want to stop playing basketball and take care of their family. And I respect that all day. Because at the end of the day, it's about the person behind the player more than the player. And I can have nothing but love and respect for D Rose. So shout out D Rose, man. We got love you over there. Who's better, peak Rose or future peak Ja?
Let me go first.
Okay.
I can. I'm on record saying that I'm not even gonna say what you remember the Kendrick Lamar, his latest song that he put out on social media, but it didn't actually come out. The song Black Force.
First is not.
It was a part in that song where he said something, but he blurted it out, so you didn't hear nothing. It was just silence.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have silence of what I'm about to say. You're gonna skip that part. Ja do what he got to do. Ja will be a top 5, at least top 10 all-time player when it's all said and done. I don't have no issue in my blood saying that. Dead serious. Taking it a step further, he will be the best point guard to ever put basketball shoes on. I'm stamping it. Stamping it.
Stand on that.
He did not go through all this shit for nothing. And if he has a jump shot or is he's basically on that hill to where we about to get that, cancel Christmas, bro.
Cancel Christmas. It's Christmas.
D-Rose being with him for that 1 year, I think did more than people want to realize, bro. Him being around a person that his career got shortened because of a major injury probably humanized him to say, you know what, I ain't gonna be able to do this. Like, it's cool, it's beautiful, but him even announcing it or you know, just stating it today, like, I know that I need to be available, and the best thing for me to do to be available is to stay off the ground.
Mm-hmm. Stay at the air too. Stay at the air.
Stay at the air. That's D Rose, bro. Telling him.
That's D Rose speaking to him. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, do that before you get to where I was at. Because if it wasn't for that, I know where I would have went. Be better than me. So yeah, bro. Like 100% NK. I'm taking future peak Ja, and just think about it, bro. Ain't even in it. Technically, we ain't seen prime Ja yet. No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
Yeah, we haven't.
It's crazy what we finna see.
You know, I'm a nerd, so I always try to think of the analytics about things. My short answer is I go with future peak Ja. Short answer. That's my short answer. I agree with future peak Ja. But then I see that this man got me wanting to cash into him over Johnston. No, but the reason I say that because did we really even see the peak of D Rose? Like we saw MVP, but his career got short before we even saw what I feel like he could have been.
Hey man, MVP is kind of high, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Have we seen a better KD since his MVP seasons?
You can argue. I wouldn't say definitely yes. You can argue that first year in Golden State he was operating on a different level, but again, he had the best team around him. So yeah, what can you really say? You know, like apples to apples. Yeah, like of course you're gonna look good.
Hold on. Who won MVP Bron's Cleveland championship year?
2015.
Was that KD?
No, Kevin Edey. It was Steph. It was Steph first year. Because KD 2014, Steph was 2015. Because Steph won back-to-back 2015, 2016.
Let me just say this: Bron should have at least probably about 8 MVPs. But
you
year
can
was,
argue,
to me, that was peak Bron to me.
You can argue that's my point. You can argue they could have gave LeBron Rose this year. The reason why Rose won MVP, and he had a great year, but because he was the youngest ever. They were the number 1 seed in the East, and it was a great story. The kid from Chicago in his 3rd season is leading the Bulls to possibly a championship. That's a great story. LeBron had better numbers that year. Straight up. I would have gave it to D-Rose because I like a good story.
Bro, how many years has Bron not had better numbers than people? Like, that's my thing.
A lot. So that goes to my point. Did we really even see peak Rose? You know, like, did we really see peak Rose or prime Rose? That's exactly my point. That is exactly my point.
We probably didn't.
Yeah, we didn't see. He was 23 when he won MVP, right? Or 22, something like that. That was his 3rd year. Yeah, 22 years old when he won. So, and then we say future peak Ja. We can't quantify what future peak is because he's already at a 10 already. Can he go to 15? Can he go to 20? Like, it's hard to quantify that.
I think so.
You feel me?
And put it like this. I think if Ja get MVP, which we all agree like that's a possibility this season, especially when you talk about storylines.
Yeah.
And that commercial that Nike just dropped about to get up, like I can see that being a part of the MVP commercial.
Yeah.
But yeah, even if he wins it this year, to your point, I think he still got another year to go above that. So I can see where you're going. I think, bro, wherever peak Ja is, which is out there, and he gonna hit it, that's top 5 player, damn near.
I agree. Like I said, my short answer is peak Ja. It's just top 5 ever is a tall like you gotta be like in my case, like this is
Jordan, Cole, Bron.
Yeah, we gave our top 5. We
throw Magic in there.
Magic, Kareem, you feel me? Like you still got Hakeem Olajuwon, you got Shaq. Like that's like basketball royalty legendary. Like in my opinion, I see top 3 point guard ever. I say top 3 point guard ever, top 15 player ever. That's me. Cause
top 10. Top 10 player all time is what I'm gonna go. Top 10. Top 2 point guard all time. I'll put that.
Okay, I can respect that. I can because it's hard to knock Steph and Magic off those pedestals. It's hard to. I'm not saying it's impossible. You know, and Ja, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
He can get so much better. He can get so much better.
Control game. Control Ja.
Yeah, he can get some. So, and under 27, that's the thing. I see Ja still as top 15 ever and top 3 point guard. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he gets top 5. I just can't Ja with top 10. Yeah, I just can't do that yet. Because, well, the thing about Steph didn't get who Steph was to Steph.
I'm projecting.
Yeah, because people throw in Steph in like that top 10 conversation. But I forget, Steph didn't become Steph till he turned like 27, 26 years old anyway. So, hey, you never know what Ja may get when he get 26, 27, 28. So, that's a good question. That's a good topic for discussion. Real talk.
Yeah, for sure. LeBron had good years. People got it. Yeah, it's fatigue.
Bron should have like at least 7. He should have won the year that James Harden won the MVP. He should have won the year that Rose won the MVP. He should have won the year. That's 6. He should have won. What another year he should have won? Dang, I know those 2 years he should have won. D Rose, Penny, and Brandon Roy didn't have injuries, man. In my opinion, out of all the people you just named, I feel like Penny would have been the best one out of all of them. That's just my humble opinion. Like B-Roy was cold, T-Mac was cold, Grant Hill. I think Penny would have been the best one. No, that's who could have been top point guard ever if he didn't ever get hurt. But people don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, you had to be outside or know how to go back inside and search the files.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. Shout out to D-Rose. Salute to you, man. Congratulations in your retirement, and we appreciate you for all you did for the city. And glad you're staying around, man. I'm just excited to see kind of what that's gonna look like. Because I know he's going to be involved in something. I don't know what. I don't think he's going to be coaching staff, but it's going to be something.
I can see him like being like on like the ped, like he's not a coach, but like player development or something like player
liaison or
something ambassador, like some that he can be like just around the team and helping them youngins out how to be professionals and how to just get right spiritually, mentally, physically, all that. I feel like it's some in that capacity. He just give him dude for vibes. Like give him any type of title. Like that's what he's gonna be there for, just to make everybody feel good. And
D Rose, bro.
Yeah, D Rose, bro. You can't
go ahead and do what you gotta do.
you can't say nothing bad about D Rose, man. Like real talk, you can't. No one. I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about D Rose, man. And it's gonna stay that way.
That's a fact. But man, we had 690 viewers all across socials, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in. We almost got to 700.
We almost be shot by now. We almost be the shot by now video. We was close. We was that close.
Yeah, but it's late, man. It's late. So we're gonna get up out of here and let y'all have y'all night as it is. We got so much more to talk about with this week kicking out training camp. Like you said, the Grizzlies are in Nashville for training camp. They should be there tonight or right now, getting up in the morning to start camp. So make sure y'all tap into that. Open practice is this Sunday, October 6th. And in the very first preseason game, October 7th. So
I may can catch a preseason game. I just thought about that. I may can catch a preseason game when I'm home for fall break.
Hey man, we here. We
here. So. It's here. Get excited, y'all.
Yes,
the Grizz are back.
Yes, now, NK, we appreciate you, bro. King
talk.
Me, Candy, DG, Ed,
Same popping off a little bit.
Same, Memphis made. Let me go through here real quick. Make sure we shout out everybody that tapped in with us. We had my pops jumped in. Kenny, Allen was on our ass, but
Allen was on my he was not rocking with us today
at all, bro. Yeah, like that's the thing about it, bro. And Nick, shout out to my guy Nick, he tapped in with us. I always say this, like people had a different views, other team that had a different views of what's needed to get to a championship, but you fooling yourself if you don't think that everybody that's a fan of this team don't want us to eventually have that parade on Beale Street. So that's my whole thing, bro. Like that's what we all want. At the end of the day, I can rock with that. We ain't gotta agree on our method to get there.
We only get there. I got one stupid question, but it's not a stupid question. I got one question before we get out of here. We doing this every week.
Not every week, King Meeks.
Every week. We can't. I got school. He got kids and a job. We can't do this every week. We gonna kill ourselves doing that. But my question is, Grizzlies win a championship in 2025. Are you crying when that buzzer hits 0?
I'm crying with my shirt off, fool. I told you that. I'm gonna do my best CJ
J.R. Smith. Oh, CJ.
No, CJ Hurt. I'm gonna do my best CJ Hurt impression. We gotta get him on the show, bro.
We need him and Jess. Get both of them on the show. They cool people, man.
I'll have to reach out because that's my kind of carrying on. If it was CJ be up there.
He be doing it. He's CJ. We love bro. CJ. He just be doing the most CJ things, and he ain't apologized for it. That's how I can. That's why I rock with CJ.
Yourself, bro. I love it, man.
Real talk.
Yeah, man. We gonna see what happens.
Nah, but I'm crying for sure. I'm telling you, I'm crying. I'm bawling tears. Like I'm ugly crying. Like Grizzlies win championship in Memphis. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I am bawling. That's the one time I'm record myself crying. I never record myself crying. I'm gonna do it that day. I'm gonna go IG live. And the whole world gonna see me bawl my eyes out.
Facing the phone, looking crazy in the mug.
I don't care.
And I ain't gonna lie, they might have to bring the National Guard into Memphis if that happens. Because it's just
the city shut down. The city shut down.
It's ridiculous. You can shut the bridge down. You can shut the pyramid,
the Coliseum, everything.
Liberty Bowl, the Mid-South Fair. Everything is getting shut down.
The Delta Fair. Shut down everything. Shut down Memphis. Shut down Memphis in May. Shut down everything.
Halle Stadium, the precinct.
Halle Stadium, the Whitehaven Stadium, Crump Stadium,
Love. Wherever you hang out at.
Cozy Corner, the Rafferty's. Oh, those.
I might say he go ass not.
Nah, I'll be ugly crying, bro. Real talk. I'm gonna be crying my tail off, bro. Bro, if the Grizzlies win the championship, bro, I'm crying, bro. Like y'all don't understand how much this means to the city, bro.
Means something to me, man.
It means something to me.
Something to me.
I'm from Memphis, man. If the Grizzlies win it, I'm ugly crying, bro. I don't care. And then if they win, if I'm in the FedEx Forum when it happened, I'm never leaving. I'm not leaving. They got to kick me out. I'm not leaving. I'm gonna be there all night. I'm gonna be sitting there like the fattest workers gonna have to kick me out of my seat.
Yeah,
because I'm not leaving. I swear I'm gonna savor that night as much as I can because I'm not leaving out of my seat. I'm not.
I already told my wife. I said, "Hey, man, you can just go on. You can go and expect. This might be too TMI, so I'm gonna shut up."
You finna say something crazy. Hey, you know what? Hey, you say I know where your head's finna go.
Baby number 3, Christian Jr. is on the way. That's the best way. That's the best story, son. You could. Okay, that's too much. Anyway,
yeah, you do it. You do it. Like, it's late. Hey, it's late.
Oh, my dad ain't watching no more. That's gross. Sorry.
But he'll get another grandchild. You know, he love the grandkids. You know, he get another grandchild. So you know, Papa Ingram be a 3 grand. He ain't gonna play. That's another grandkid for him to spoil.
I'm just letting y'all know. I literally ain't gonna know what to do that night. So I'm gonna be drunk. I'm gonna get 100 pack.
Cut it. Leave. Cut the show. I'm sorry for Chris being ridiculous.
Woo!
Deidre, get your husband. Your husband wilding. I don't know if she watching right now. Hoping she can hear me. I know she can't. Please get your husband. Because he wilding right now. Please get your husband. Getting a 100 pack is crazy. Your favorite team winning championship, getting a 100 pack is wild. That's a wild reaction to have.
Oh, bro.
That's a wild reaction to have, bro. That's the first thing you got to. You gotta keep all the problems. Hey, man, I would be proud to have you sons with. Bro, that's love, pops. I ain't gonna lie, that's love, pop. We got chop. Man, I gotta come down to the Ingram household one of these days, man. I got to.
When we get back at the same time for a game, bro, we're gonna definitely break bread. That's for sure. We're gonna get on the patio,
that'd be dope.
Pop a bottle and do what he gotta do.
Yes, sir.
Chris Uncut. Hey, man, when we record late at night, sometimes it just get off the rails a little bit. It's all
we got the no bluffing nightcap, you know. We like
right.
No
hey, put a quarter to 3. I put a quarter to 3. That's my Michelle's. Hey, don't get me started, bro. I ain't like some real.
I put a quarter to 3 to 6. Oh, you'll get this smoke. You'll get this smoke. I want you. You gonna get this.
Oh man, we might have to go pop off a nightcap series. Kenny, what you think, man?
Chris, nightcap, Bluff City nightcap. Hey,
Bluff City nightcap. I like the sound of that, man.
That'd be dope. You know, just or after hour. No, Bluff City after dark. This would be T Uncut. Bluff City after dark. Bluff City after dark. We need that for like the people that's up late doing homework, and people that the truck drivers is driving.
Yeah.
We need some of them people. We need some of that they can't shit.
We're going to talk about that. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, boy.
We ain't gotta take shots again. Oh, most def. Most def. You know, I'm always down for a good time, family, because I don't get outside too much. So, you know, if any of y'all want to get lit with your boys, hit our line. We friendly people, you know. We friendly people. We don't take ourselves too serious, as y'all can see. You know, we be vibing.
I want it on the late night show.
That would be funny. No, saying at night, we may get canceled for real. I ain't like we may get canceled.
Saying out the edible is over with.
We may get canceled for real. I ain't gonna tell you. We may get canceled.
But it might be the most genius idea ever, though. For Bluff City.
It's so crazy. It just might work. It's so crazy. It just might work.
Yeah.
No, it'd be great. And we had King Meeson as a special guest once in a while.
We're gonna talk about this.
We're gonna talk about Bluff City after dark. Kenny, write that down. Let's see if we can make something work.
Man.
I appreciate y'all fooling with us because y'all see me and Chris been tripping for the past almost 3 hours. I'm glad I don't got class tomorrow. My class got canceled, so I don't got class tomorrow, so I'm chilling. Chris, you gotta go to work, bro. So and you got kids. you got things to get to, my dog. So I appreciate y'all fooling with us because clearly we've been tripping for the past 3 hours.
Yeah, we've been wilding. Yeah, man. We hit 700. We did it. Hey, it got us to a 700, so it is what it is.
Us wilding got a 700. Most viewed episode ever. Yeah. Woo!
Definitely, man. Appreciate y'all as always for tapping in, sticking with us. A lot more coming for y'all. Definitely with the season about to kick up. Like we say every episode, man, make sure y'all do something this week that makes you happy, makes you feel good. But that's what it's all about. If you ain't got your head and you ain't got your mental, you ain't got nothing. So make sure you take care of yourself. And let's get these Grizz going, dog. It's all about that. Y'all can see my MEM on my chest. He got the Memphis on his. We'll be back next week. And yeah, man, y'all be safe. We'll catch y'all later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the No Bluffing Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of all things Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.